All right, guys, welcome back to the Unfiltered Podcast. We have a panel full of beautiful, amazing, smart, real women here today. It's going to be a great show. Let's get it.
Oh no.
I would have touched you with a fucking stick.
Yo, baby! How y'all doing on this beautiful, beautiful Friday night? Tonight we're joined with 6 beautiful and lovely ladies. But before we get in the show, like, subscribe, hit the bell to get notified every time we go live, guys. Guys, make sure you join us in the locals. In the locals, you can see all the behind-the-scenes footage from the podcast, the yacht parties, the strip club. You can see footage like cups being thrown, punches being thrown. That is all in the locals. So make sure you tap in and become a member, Unfiltered Army. Also, guys, make sure you become a member on YouTube. Become a member on YouTube. You need to go to our channel. On desktop, click join. There's 6 tiers. The top tier give you the best perks possible. That means top percentage off of merch, Instagram chat for members only. You also get our personal number to do business with us, guys.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Unfiltered Podcast, the realest podcast in the fucking world. That's the realest podcast in the world. Sorry about that, guys. Listen, man. First of all, I want to go ahead and thank the ladies so much for coming today. Again, I appreciate your time. It means a lot. Thank you guys for tuning in with us. Yes, guys, Jules is still with me, hanging tight for that green card. Shout out to her, okay? If you
They're
guys,
gonna believe that. Why?
yes, they don't know that you're actually born in New York, though.
I thought she was born in Jamaica.
Jamaica Queens.
Jamaica Queens.
Oh,
That's in New York.
That's Jamaica Queens. That's New York, mama. Jesus Christ. Wait. Does she
Geography
live?
question.
no,
Let's
because
go.
we had this whole conversation in the car that she's actually from Jamaica. I'm like, oh,
Jamaica
what?
Queens.
I-
But we
I said Jamaica Queens.
Yeah.
But you guys said like a ghetto hospital.
Yeah, Jamaica
That-
Queens. Yeah,
Alright,
there's
just
a ghetto
specify.
hospital in Jamaica Queens.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's not Manhattan over there. Okay, guys, real quick, man. We are the only podcast that allows the chat to basically dictate the whole entire show. You guys ask us questions. You guys suggest topics. You guys have recommendations throughout the show.
Correct. Also, talk about a chat talk at the end.
Yes. So chat talk is something that we just started to implement, guys. And basically, towards the end of the show, we allow you guys to ask Jules a select amount of questions. I believe today we're going to keep it to like 3 questions because, yesterday we had a whole bunch of you guys do it. So just make sure you guys, you pick for the best ones, right? Basically, the best questions, and then we'll read them at the end of the show. Guys, please keep in mind that we want to keep it respectful. Yesterday, some of you guys were choosing violence, man. And just make sure we keep it respectful. Also, same thing with the super chats, guys. We understand you guys are spending money to super chat. I want to make sure that I honor your super chats. But if you guys are being rude, obviously, I'm not here to disrespect any of the ladies, okay? We do reserve the right not to read the super chat if you guys are being disrespectful. Keep that in mind, guys. Also, I just want to thank you guys for tuning in with us, period, okay? I understand that you guys could be doing anything in the world, but you're here with us. So thank you so much. Trust me, man. For me personally, it means a lot, guys. It means a lot to have you guys rock with us. Real quick, make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't subscribed. How do you become a member?
To become a member, you need to go on desktop, go to our channel, click join. Guys, you do not have to pick the top tier. I just talk about the top tier so you can, all the perks possible. But if you become a member, you also get emotes from all the girls that have been kicked out from the podcast. You still get a percentage off of merch. It might not be the top percentage, but you still get a percentage. You still get the Instagram for members and stuff like that. But if you become the top tier, you get certain different other perks.
Yeah. So top tier is basically you guys get to come to the yacht parties with us.
Correct.
There's a whole bunch of stuff that we'll fly you guys out. We flew some guys over from like
New Zealand
yeah. and shit, even Camden from Cali.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, you had something
You
you
can
want to say?
also you don't technically need to go to desktop. If you go on your phone on Safari and you open YouTube, don't choose to go to the app, stay on Safari, and that's pretty much like a desktop setting. So you can go ahead and join through your phone as well.
See,
Yeah.
everyone's been saying that, but when I go and do it on my phone, it doesn't
Because
work.
because you have the YouTube on your phone, like the YouTube app on
So I
your
had
phone.
to delete it.
No, you don't have to delete it, but you have to stay on
No,
Safari.
I did that. I tried to do it for Dina too.
No, but that's not true. I just did it on her friend's phone, literally upstairs.
It
and when
works?
you go on there, it says like subscribe, and right next to subscribe, it says join.
Yep.
Okay.
You can't do it from your phone now. So
Alright.
all the people that are saying you can't do it, they're capping on that one real quick. Guys, make sure you guys donate through the Streamlabs app. I'm sorry, the link. It should be on up there right now, correct?
Yes, it's
Okay.
on the chat.
So
and
guys,
link.
just to let you guys know, when you guys donate through Streamlabs, we receive 97% of all your donations. 97% is way better than the 30% that YouTube takes. So essentially on YouTube, we get 70%. So guys, make sure you guys donate through the link if you're not donating through YouTube. The thresholds are going to be scrolling at the bottom right there. Shout out to CJ. He's the one that has them all there. I think they switched too. You're going to switch them throughout the show, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so throughout the show, guys, keep in mind that we are going to be switching the prices on that. I think we talked about everything else so far. Let's introduce the ladies. Go ahead, bro. Oh, real quick, hold on. Shout out to Dina. Shout out to Dina after what's been like 6 months.
Yeah.
It's been 6 months, right? Shout out to Dina.
Yeah.
She officially became a member as well, man. We appreciate you, Dina. Let's introduce the ladies. Go ahead.
Starting from you, can I get your name, age, and what you do for a living?
Hello, my name's Elizabeth Ramsey. I'm 25 years old and I'm a fitness coach.
A fitness coach?
Yes.
Did you have to go to school for that?
I do have a bachelor's of science. It wasn't what I studied, but later on, it's what I became passionate about.
Okay.
Okay, shout out to you.
So school is useless.
No, I still use it. I have a bachelor's of science, so biology and chemistry, and so that helps with like nutrition, exercise.
Okay. Shout out to you.
All right.
How about you?
Hello, my name is Leilani. I'm 18. I go to college right now, and outside of college, I have my real estate license, and I'm focusing on my career with real estate right now.
All right. Shout
All
out to
right,
you.
shout out
Did
to
you get
you.
a boyfriend since last time? I remember you had like a bruise. I don't know if you got punched or in a fight.
You asking too many questions right now.
Situationship.
But the right questions.
Damn,
like it's
her neck healed really fast, though.
Yeah.
yeah.
Shout out to her neck.
It's
Nah,
makeup.
it's the makeup.
Okay.
It's the same guy.
The same guy.
Still talking to him. Yeah, still talking.
Okay.
Okay, shout out to you.
Damn,
And
you
what?
talking and he already leaving bruises on you?
Mhm, yeah. All right. What about you? Go ahead.
The good kind. The good kind of bruises.
My name is Sabrina, and I'm 19, and I go to school. Outside of school, I'm like in the gym most of the time.
Okay, Sabrina, 19, and you're in the gym.
What do you do
And,
for in school? What's your major?
Psychology.
Psychology. Okay. Real quick. I told you Sabrina was a white girl name.
I
Oh
still
my
like
God,
it
yes.
though.
Yeah, I told you that.
I
Okay.
still like it.
And how old are you, real quick?
I'm 18.
You're 18, and you do real estate, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And what about you? Go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is Chantel. I'm a Starbucks manager. Outside of that, I'm working on getting my property management license, and I adopted a kitten yesterday. So
Oh
I
shit.
thought you said a kid. Oh, I thought you said a kid.
I was about to be like, yo.
You just said that shit so nonchalantly. Yeah, and I adopted a kid yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah. That's,
I mean, she
At
is
20?
my kid. Technically,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. What's your age? You didn't tell us your
Oh,
age.
I'm 20.
You're 20. Okay.
Mhm.
Shout out to you.
On the inside or like on the outside?
Both. What you trying to
Okay.
say?
Nah, I was just asking.
Because you don't look 21.
A lot of guys.
We gonna
I
keep
mean, a lot
that
of girls lie
I don't. What you mean lie? Lie about what?
their age.
You want to see my ID?
Yeah.
I could pull it out.
Yeah, pull it
Okay.
out.
All right. Cool.
After the
Moving
show.
on. What about you over there?
Hi, my name is Virginia.
Do me a favor. Stop yelling.
I'm 18 years old. I'm a criminal justice major. I just moved here from North Carolina, so I'm looking for a job. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, shout out to you. I actually have a question for you real quick before we finish introductions. Guys, so this is
Hi guys, I'm Jules. I'm here for a green card and I'm 23.
okay, shout out to you. You're working hard for that green card. Guys, my name is Eric and this is Basil. As you guys may already know, for the people that don't know, please like the video, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. We're gonna get this show started, but before we get started, real quick, did you watch the situation that happened here 2 days ago with the trans women?
I saw a reel where there was a what was she wearing
They were literally
blonde
right next to
wig?
me.
Blonde?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I saw a snippet. I
Okay.
saw.
So you're in
Mhm.
you're in the criminal justice field. So my
Yeah.
question to you is, at one point in time, mind you, in my opinion, I understand that they feel like women, but in my opinion, I still view them as men. Right? They were born men. I still view them as men. Now, at one point in time, they got upset with her because she said, "Hey, you're on this platform which is reserved for women, right? You're men. You're acting as women. You're portraying yourself as women." And they got mad at her. They actually wanted to physically fight her, right? Luckily, I was in between them, right? But if that situation was to happen, should I view her as a man or should I view her as a woman? Because the ID said it was a woman, right? We checked the ID. The ID said it was a woman, but if she swings on me, am I wrong for hitting her? Because she looks like a woman, but remember, in my mind, I'm thinking that's a man. By the way, the voice started talking like a man. It started getting physical like a man. Its hands were right in front of my face, and I just kind of kept it cool, right? So, what would you suggest since you're in criminal justice?
I don't believe that the criminal justice field has anything to do with that situation. You're talking about like.
Okay,
know,
so
not like
hold on. So if I hit that man who's now identifying as a woman, would I get in trouble? Is what I'm asking.
So if
you.
you're asking me if I also believe, I honestly,
What type of criminal justice are you going into?
I'm not sure yet. I'm undecided. I'm 18. What it says like on my record or whatever, criminal justice. That's what I signed up for. That's a class I'm taking.
Okay, so would I be
as of right
justified?
now.
Would I be justified in hitting that trans woman? Is what I'm
Okay,
asking you.
well,
Can I hop in?
You're able to defend yourself regardless of the situation, regardless of the person, regardless of anything. That has nothing to do with the sex they claim to have. And if you're asking if I believe that they're trans, like, okay, so gender is a social construct.
I just want to know if I'd be justified in hitting her back or not. Would I be
Yeah.
justified in hitting her back?
If they hit you first, yeah,
Okay.
anybody could.
Okay. So what's the difference between me hitting that thing back and me hitting a regular woman back?
There's no difference. It is what
There-
it is. Like if
okay.
a woman attacks you a certain way, and if this tranny attacks you a certain way.
Okay. Well, here's the thing, right? You may be surprised to know, but the legal system is actually really rigged towards women, right? I've had a situation before where I got into an argument with a girl. She called the police on me. I recorded the whole thing, and I still got in trouble, even though I didn't do anything, right? That's how the legal system works, okay? And you may be sit here and be like, yo, there's no way. But I'm telling you, as a guy, you're almost always assumed guilty no matter what. When the police arrives, they're automatically, because you're a guy, gonna assume that you're the troublemaker.
Okay, well, your experience doesn't speak for everybody because
This is majority
I had a
experience.
very similar experience that's kind of like opposite to what you said. Like I had a situation where a family member would do really fucked up things, like hit me and whatever. I called the cops.
I need you to speak into the mic.
I called the cops like a couple times, and because he was a straight white male, they kind of just let it go. They didn't check.
There's
up
no
on
way,
me.
bro.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
way, bro.
It's happened to me personally.
Bro, there's no way that you're gonna sit here, bro. How about this? Let's do an experiment. How about this? We call the police right now, and we see what happens. How about we do that shit?
Well,
Will
what are
you?
gonna tell them?
Bro, you guys are either you're lying, either you women are lying. Yo, I don't want to hear this shit, bro. You guys aren't the first ladies to come on here and say, I got beat by a guy. I called the police.
And they did
He
nothing.
came back and the cop was like, oh, what happened? Oh, well, he put his hands on me and I have a mark right here. And the police was like, oh, it's okay. Like, if it happens again, call me back. That's not typically how it happens, ladies.
Okay, but that's what happened to me. Who are you to tell me what
But
happened?
you're speaking
Like,
for
you don't-
yourself, not for the majority.
Yeah,
though.
but like at the same time, he's speaking for his experience as well. And
I'm not speaking. I've been
thing.
to prison.
Okay.
I've been to prison. And when I tell you, when I've been in there with guys who have been in there because they've been alleged to have hit someone, or a girlfriend maybe even hit herself and called the police, it doesn't matter whether you hit or not. The police is still going to investigate. And while they're investigating, they're going to arrest the guy. He's going to go to jail. He's going to have a bond. He's going to have to go to court. And a lot of times these guys end up being proven innocent. But guess what? They still have to go through the process of going to jail, right? Getting booked, getting a bond, getting a house arrest. There's a whole bunch of stuff that happens. It's more likely for men to have to go through that than women, and this is a fact.
I feel like it matters more when it's like women on women. But
Yes.
if it's not women on women and it's women to man, the women has the advantage.
And you know what? You want to know what's funny about that is that the lesbian community is the highest in domestic violence.
That is true.
They actually have the highest numbers of
That's
domestic
true.
violence. It's absolutely true. You can look it up.
How is that? Like, why is that?
Because the thing is, when women date each other, they're both very emotional, right? And they feel like they can just hit because they're women. They're just so used to getting away with shit. And when the police comes, what they say is, okay, cool, but which one of you guys hit first? You're both women, so I'm not gonna assume that it was you or you, right? Because they're both women. And it's always like it always gives the police
Not even as like a lesbian couple. Even if a girl is just your friend and y'all get into like a regular argument and it turns into like y'all are about to fight, y'all are gonna fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not just couples. Women just when they get that emotional, they like to throw hands.
yeah. And
I
this-
walk away, and that's
Yeah,
kinda-
but we're talking
that's
about the
not all
majority.
women,
Ladies,
though.
before we continue, just keep in mind that we're talking about the majority here, okay? We're not talking about you in specific. We're talking about the majority. And
But how often do you see just women just bopping each other in the
All
street?
the time.
well, so here's the thing, right? The majority of women out there aren't lesbian. But what we're saying is within the lesbian community, the numbers for domestic violence are really high. Does that make sense? Okay, we're gonna move on from this real quick. Shout out to we got a my boy Tapinso has been a member for 4 months. He says, "Yes, sir. Go, 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 go." Shout out to my man right there, man. Much love to you,
Shout out
Tapinso.
to
We
you,
appreciate you,
Tapinso,
brother.
bro.
Also, man, remember, guys, the threshold is $9.99. Curtis, let's make sure we remind him too. It's on the bottom, right, bro?
I'm sending on the chat.
Okay,
constantly.
cool. Let's make sure we remind them, man. My first question for the ladies is this: if men are more valuable in society, right, which we all agree here that men are more valuable in society, correct? Everybody here agree with that? Okay, all right, okay, cool. Well, how about this?
We have not agreed on
Okay,
that.
who's more valuable in society, men or women?
Who
I
pays
don't
for
think
your OnlyFans?
either is more
Yeah.
valuable.
I'm sorry,
I
who-
think we both have value in different areas. Like we
Okay.
both provide different things.
And your name is Liz. Can I call you Liz?
Mhm.
Okay, Liz. You're saying that men and women are equally as valuable. Okay,
Yes.
real quick. How are we equally as valuable?
I think we each provide different things.
Okay,
So men provide.
that's fair, but someone has to be more valuable.
no.
No,
Someone
Yeah.
doesn't have to. It's not black and white.
I'm telling
We
you,
both provide value in
I'm
different
telling you,
areas.
Liz, I'm telling you, it is black and white. I'm telling you right now that you are a fitness coach, correct?
Mhm.
And you have the ability to make a lot of money being a fitness coach because you're young, you have a nice body, and you're beautiful,
And I
right?
help people.
Well, and you help people, right? But if you were
Yeah,
ugly,
but-
if you were fat, if you were ugly, and you were old, you wouldn't be able to help people,
Not as a fitness.
right?
I
coach.
couldn't be a fitness coach if I was fat.
Hold on,
first
hold
of
on.
all.
A fat fitness coach.
You wouldn't be able to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So what I'm saying is you get to eat off the fact that a lot of people are just gonna go off your values, which is youth, your youthfulness, your fertility, and your beauty. I'm telling you, if you were ugly, I've seen ugly coaches out there, they got like 18 followers. Okay. So your beauty is majority of your value. Your value to society is really not much, to be honest. I'm being honest, right? Compared to a guy that's out here busting his ass off doing construction, building a whole fucking building, your value is not the same. You can't sit here and be like, well, I helped someone lose weight. Well, while that's good,
It's not just
that's
about
okay.
losing weight. It's about feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, but
self-confidence, self-worth.
But listen, I'm the first one that will tell you that I don't give a fuck about feelings. I don't care about feelings. I don't believe
Because you're a man.
Well, there you go, right? Because men don't operate off feelings. Women operate. I would bet the majority of your clientele is women, correct?
I only work with women.
There you go, right?
But that's a preference. I do have men reach out. But
yes,
I prefer
but you could
women.
say, yes, but still, even if men reached out, men are reaching out because they want to talk to you, not so much because they want to be trained by you, right? And with women, you're able to feel. You can really relate to your clients because you're a woman, right?
Mhm.
But men don't care about that shit. I personally don't care about that shit. What I'm saying is, even today, right? Like I could sit here and be like I actually just got messages last night after the show, even after the trannies came on here. I got 4 messages of guys telling me how much I've helped them, how much I've changed their lives. But that's, of course, that's my goal. I want to make a difference in the world. But my value outside of that comes from more too. Like I'm a father, right? Like I'm a boyfriend. I'm a son. I'm helping my sisters. Like I do so much more outside of this. Like, and of course, I'm pretty sure you have a family as well. But I'm telling you, as far as men and women, men rule the world. We create the world for you. We make it comfortable for you to be able to do what you do. So I would say men are more valuable. And you can't say we're equally as valuable because we bring different things, right? There's no way. Like me and my girlfriend, I would say she's valuable to me as well. She has her own value, but I would say I'm more valuable. Now, if you ask her, she might say the opposite, but she's wrong, and she knows she's wrong. Who's more valuable in this relationship?
You.
Why?
Because
She's
Because
Not
you see what you see what happens? The sisterhood, right? No, the
you
sisterhood.
are.
There's a thing called the sisterhood,
No,
right?
you are. I'm not. Because without, I wouldn't be the way that I am with you if you weren't of high value.
She's able to live the
You-
lifestyle that she lives today because of me,
Yes.
right? And I'm not saying that discounts her as a person. We all know what she does on her back end. We all know how valuable she is on the back end. She's valuable. There's a reason why she's right here next to me. She's valuable, but she's not as valuable as me, right? She's not. I'm telling you, she's
I think
not.
that's super subjective.
I'm telling you, I pay all the fucking bills. It's not subjective.
But like at the end of the day, like also with that construction worker example, you saying like, oh, a construction worker, he's out there working his ass off, he's
Mhm.
more valuable. But
Absolutely.
like, how is he getting his energy? Through the food he's eating.
No way.
He's-
You say that.
I'm saying, like, how is he gonna get this
Who's
energy
farming
to
the food?
work?
Who's
How
farming
is
for the food?
no?
Yeah, but the thing is, if I wasn't cooking for him, he could still survive. If I was
Yeah, but he wouldn't have that.
still
He wouldn't have
survive.
that pristine lifestyle.
But,
That
like,
if you like
But
clean
that's
around,
minimal. That's minimal
still
for a
live in
guy.
it.
Yes,
They'll still
that's
live in
minimal
their
for a
filth
guy.
or like whatever
Yeah.
they can
So
I'm able to come in.
No, I'm saying it because like my dad doesn't have a wife and like his home is dirty, but he eats whatever he eats and like he makes money. Like he could have someone clean for him, but he chooses to live like that because he doesn't just have a wife.
yeah. So
to
his
take care of.
Guys are very
lifestyle,
simple.
his
But
life.
I'm not saying that. Like I mean, men. I get what he's saying about men being more valuable because they're doing like the dirtier work.
Correct.
It's not just that though. They just bring more to the table in general.
Did you really say
Period.
how is he getting his energy?
Yeah. that
Like
was-
as if you're Pocahontas and you're just like
He said,
giving
how is he getting his food?
right?
No,
That
I'm just
blew me.
saying it's just like the lifestyle switch. Once you have a woman, she cooks for you, so you have more energy. She
Okay.
cleans for you, so you
So wouldn't
just
you
feel
agree
better.
she's
in
like she's a
general.
good addition? She's just adding to what I already have. I could do it myself, but she's an addition.
But
She
she
does
can
it
do
for
it
me.
better.
She says the value.
She exactly.
Exactly.
Okay.
but
She
she's
multiplies
coming to
the
me.
Real
value.
quick, man, we
though.
got a super chat from my boy Tempe. So God damn, man, my boy Tap's always showing love, man. Much love to you, brother.
Actually, guys, really quick before you read that, he was letting me know that we were having some trouble with Streamlabs. If you guys are having the same trouble that he was talking about on the chat, go ahead and do it through
On the way to
YouTube.
10K
Don't worry about
subs soon, let's get it.
Streamlabs.
Make
Just do
sure
it
you all like and
regularly
sub
through
if you are
YouTube.
new to
We're
the
gonna
channel.
look into that soon. After the show, and we'll figure that out. But if you guys are having trouble, just leave it alone.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We appreciate all your donations, guys. We're actually gonna upgrade some more stuff here too. We want to update the seats for the women. I know some of the ladies come on here. We're here for like an hour and a half, 2 hours sometimes, and it's something that we want to upgrade soon. We have more cameras that we're upgrading soon, and we actually have a surprise for you guys soon, man. I'm gonna disclose that in about 2 weeks. My boy Tap says on the way to 10K subs soon. Let's get it. Make sure y'all like the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Yeah, man. Always. And I actually got to meet Tap too, man. Tap is
Yo, Basil, I'm gonna call you out real quick. Tap said that he said hi to you, and you kept walking, and you said nothing to him.
When?
what's up? You think you
What was this?
Yeah, he just gives off that
No.
energy.
Okay.
To be honest.
So
Nah.
whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tap
Especially
said
with
that-
them damn glasses
Yeah.
on.
okay?
He be
Hold on.
acting like nobody could
okay.
talk to his ass.
Wait,
Like,
so
nigga, take them shits
are
off.
you too big now to say
Are
what's
y'all
up?
really? Are y'all serious?
I'm dead
No,
serious,
Tap
bro.
literally put it on the chat. He was like, "Yo, I tried to say hi to Basil one of
When?
these
Nah,
days,
bro.
When?
and
He's
Basil
capping.
just kept walking and
He's
said
capping.
nothing."
He's
Nah.
capping. He's capping.
Tap,
I
yo,
never did that.
Tap is my
Come
boy,
on,
He's
bro.
capping. I always say what's up.
First
to
of
everyone.
all, bro, Tap is not a small dude either. Tap is a tall, big.
He's tall like
he's-
you.
he's
No.
big.
Tap, where did you see me? Don't put these lies in the chat. Come on, don't do me like that, bro.
Okay, all right. Shout out to
Oh,
my
and
boy
what-
Tap,
let
man.
me get that. You know what I was laughing.
Why?
He's on my account and he
Oh,
can't switch it because it's on
gotcha.
Portuguese.
Gotcha. Okay,
Yo, what
okay.
the fuck is going on?
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Real quick, shout out to my boy Tap, man. Much love to you, brother. So real quick, let's get back to the conversation real quick. So you ladies still think that women and men are equally as valuable?
I think it's like yin and yang, the value. I think it's like
I can give you that.
I think value is like different for women and men.
Okay.
I don't think you can say, oh, your value is better because you work super hard. I think our value is just as good, but in different ways.
Would you say society would fail if men disappear? Because men probably run
I
like
mean,
the
wouldn't
economy.
you say society would fail if women disappear?
No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Hold
say
on,
that.
hold on,
It
hold
will,
on.
it will
Why would that happen? If women disappear, how would I just told you, men run society. We build the world. We already do everything we need to, right?
be
So
anarchy,
hold on, let
chaos.
me finish. So if women disappeared,
Mhm.
explain to me how the world would crumble. Besides, and I know what you're gonna say. Well, how you guys gonna reproduce?
Yeah.
Well, that's a no-brainer. We need women to reproduce. We know that, right? But besides that, how would the world crumble if women disappeared today?
There'd be no love, no nurturing,
Hey, yo.
compassion. You need that.
What
It is
about the
important.
Let her finish,
majority?
let her finish, let her
The
finish.
majority of nurses. What about that?
Bro,
Ooh.
listen.
What about the majority of teachers?
Let her finish. Let her finish. So was that it?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So your situation was love, energy, and what else?
Nurturing,
And nurturing.
compassion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me tell you that I don't need none of that shit. Do you need that shit?
Nah.
Yeah. I already did it. I went my whole life without that shit. I can survive the rest of my life without it. Now, is it nice? Yes, of course. Right. It's like, going to the movies and watching a nice movie there and eating food right at one of those eating places
What
we
are you
go
talking
to.
about?
Is it necessary? No, it's
Didn't
not
you
necessary.
ask what was best for society, like, or what happens to society, like if a certain group comes away? Like, it may not be relevant to you, but for society, without nurses, without teachers, what about like a good amount of retail workers, fast food workers, like everything
I
would
think
go to
men are
shit.
self-sufficient in that though. Like they don't necessarily need nurses. I mean, they can heal
Hold
each
on,
other.
we got a
can.
super
There's
chat real
also,
quick. Hold on. Who was that super chat? Trans took your weed. What you doing? What? Who's that from, bro? You got to put
Joe-
him up, brother, because I can't see him.
Joe
Or okay.
Joe
Are you
Quinn.
having a problem where you can't pull him up, like to the screen? Like how you start him?
No, that's good.
Okay, so can you put him up so I can see him, like on the right hand side?
Oh, you mean the star? Go to the star
go
one.
to the
and
starred
put-
ones, bro.
yes,
Just put
there
them
you
up
go.
there. Yeah. So my boy Jaquan Garcia says, "Yo, if a trans took your weed, what you doing?" Question mark. Let's answer this real quick. I mean, first of all, I personally don't smoke weed like that. I think my whole entire life I've smoked weed twice, so that I don't have a problem with that. But he's not taking nothing of mine.
What the fuck? Why would I let a train just take
Yeah.
some shit? Like
Yeah.
that is.
Basil smokes weed, but
I don't smoke weed. Don't do that.
Okay. I don't know what I would do, bro. That's not a situation I would have to deal with, bro. But shout out to you for the super chat, man. Thank you for supporting. Real quick. So here's the thing. She's making a good point. You act like men aren't already teachers. I know the majority is women. Let me finish. There's men teachers out there. There's men nurses out there. There's men doctors out there. Whatever women are doing, there's men that are doing it too. It's just the majority of women are, taking care of the daycares, etc. Right? I get that. What I'm telling you is, if you guys disappeared, we probably wouldn't have a need for teachers and daycare workers because we're not reproducing, right? Like
okay, so
a
you're
lot of
just
things
saying
would change.
we would all die. Like at the end of the day, if a society goes without males or females, it's gonna crumble.
That's
like
a fact.
Yeah.
okay,
It's gonna
so-
crumble eventually. What we're saying is, if women disappeared right now, right, we can last a pretty long time.
We would just finish whoever's the person that was just born. He is
Correct.
the end of his lifetime.
Yes.
So
That's done.
Like
That's
the last boy born would be like, okay, cool. When he dies,
Then
the
we're
world's
done,
over,
yeah.
right?
I mean, it makes like humans have the same mental capacity, male or female. Like, I mean, your point is very flawed here because, like, if males or females like just completely disappeared, what's the females? They're gonna get their architects, their teachers, or whatever, and they're gonna make their society till they die out. The same with guys because,
That sounds nice, but here's the thing: men are already doing everything that we're supposed to do. You guys would have to learn that stuff, and the chances are you guys wouldn't want. What if the world's dying, right? If you have, realistically speaking, let's say there's a little baby girl. Realistically speaking, you're talking about like 80 years, right? If that. to survive, the last thing you're worried about is being an architect.
Correct.
You're not worried about fucking learning how to do construction, right? You're worried about how am I gonna survive to the best of my ability for the next 30, 40 years or however much time you have, right? So what I'm saying is, and you do have a point. The highest IQ recorded so far, I think, is a woman, right? That doesn't mean that all women are smarter than men. You guys like to tell yourselves that, and that's cool. We don't care. I'm not sitting here going to argue with a woman saying men are smarter than women. I'm just saying that men are more capable right now. In today's age, we do more.
Okay,
We build
give me
the world.
examples.
We would survive
Well,
longer.
hold on. This is
Oh.
common sense, though, right? And I know common sense isn't common anymore, but we're building the world. Look outside. When you drive around Miami, who's building the buildings?
You're just
Men
saying
are.
the vast majority of construction workers are men. Like you haven't seen
But I'm
female
s-
workers. We're both capable.
When
of
have
doing
you ever
so.
seen a female construction worker?
It's because we don't want to.
I mean,
I
I've
don't
why
seen
even
would
look
we?
What-
We're
listen,
capable of
you're-
it, but why would we want to? That doesn't.
Which
prove
is what I
anything.
just said.
You're proving his
I
point.
just said that. I said women don't want to go into these fields. So if men disappeared right now, you guys wouldn't want to learn those things. We already know those things.
Okay, but how many times are you going to see a man being like working in a daycare like area, working with senior citizens?
Well, why
Who
would
are
he
you to
want
say
Who
what's
cares about
more-
senior citizens? I don't care.
That's helping society. That's helping people.
What I'm
Okay, but hold on. Why do you think
You're
men
missing the
can't
point,
do
bro.
that?
But they can go
Mm-hmm.
build a building instead of taking care of someone's kid, which might feel
Kids
like a
won't
lot more to
matter
that
if
person.
men are the only
Bro,
species
she's
left.
arguing for a mood point. It doesn't make any sense. Like, I get what you're saying. I get that women are better nurturers and they take care of the kids and the elderly better.
Mhm.
We're not arguing that. I'll give you guys all that all day long. What I'm saying is, if men disappeared, women would be fucked. Okay, women don't even know how to establish a hierarchy.
Hey Eric, perfect
Yes.
example is outside there's a thing called a manhole. It's in the middle of every street that is on every road
Mhm.
anywhere in the world. They're called a manhole for a reason, because if those were to go out or anything were to happen to those, we can gather up the nearest 1,000 women in any city. They would know how to fix it.
Mhm.
We can gather up the next 1,000, 2,000, double it up, 8,000. They would still not know how to fix it.
Mhm.
He is saying that if the world were to stop and the opposite gender disappeared, women would dissipate
Absolutely.
quickly.
No, I think we'd be one with nature. We'd live off the
No
land.
way.
Hey, yo.
Where
There's
the
nothing
nature
wrong with
survives.
that.
Maybe just you, because you do.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. How about the hold on? Hold on.
Just
How
get
about this? How
very
about this?
natural, like
Hold
Garden
on,
of Eden
hold on,
type
real quick.
vibes.
Curtis, I forgot which show it was.
I don't know the show, but
I don't know the name
the
of the
example.
show, but
Survivor?
No,
Nah, it
it
wasn't
was another. It
Survivor.
wasn't Survivor. It was
Naked
another
and
one.
afraid.
No.
No,
it
you're
was
talking
an-
about the
it
one
was
where they
another
like throw the guy into like a random place.
No. It was a show that it threw a whole bunch of men, random people, by the way.
Yes.
These weren't like experts. It was a show where they took a whole bunch of random men and said, "We're gonna do an experiment. You don't. I can't tell you what it is yet." They volunteered and women volunteered, and they threw the men on an island and they threw the women on another island. Exactly the same equipment, same everything, right? And the women were going around the island running around crazy,
Arguing.
right? They didn't know what
drama.
to do. They didn't know, because remember, they didn't tell them what they were going to put them into, right? And they couldn't establish a hierarchy.
Apparently, it's called Bear Grylls.
Bear Grylls. Okay, Bear
Grylls.
Grylls, right? And the women, they like, there was pigs. They could have killed the pigs to eat, but they didn't want to kill the pigs because they thought the pigs were too cute. And they didn't even know what to do. Meanwhile, when you went to the men were building shelter. They had the camps going. They had the fire. They were already getting ready to fucking eat.
Yeah.
They had already said, okay, cool. Who's leading here? You're leading. We're going to do this. You're going to do this. We were very organized. The women, they literally had to stop the show to go fucking save them because they couldn't figure out what to fucking do, right?
Yeah, this was Survivor season 6.
So Survivor season 6.
Yeah, Battle of the Sexes.
Battle of the Sexes. While you think you would be one with nature has a real good way of showing you that reality is a whole different thing, right? Like, you can't go into the fucking Amazon and kumbaya and think you're gonna be good. Shout out to the super chatters too, man.
I asked the transgender, if a person has HIV, does that mean they don't have to tell you because it's not your business, or because the person doesn't owe you anything? Like Simon now.
Okay, come on now. Shout out to, who was that right there, Curtis?
That's Jennifer.
Okay, shout out to Jennifer. So Jennifer actually did reach out to us, man. Shout out to Jennifer. So ladies, real quick, during 2 podcasts ago, we had a situation we talked about earlier where I asked one of the trans, I said, do you tell people you're sleeping with that you're trans? And her response was, sometimes. And I said, well, why sometimes? And she said, it depends if I like them. If I like them, I'll tell them. And I said, well, that's fucked up, right? Because imagine you being a man, you go to Club Space, and everybody Club Space is lit.
Yeah.
They're on a Molly, they're smoking weed, they're drunk, they're right. It's Club Space. It's called Space for a reason, right? You go in there and and it's dark as hell in there, by the way, right? And you go in there, and you run into one of these, and you're lit, right? And you're thinking, wow, okay, cool, this girl's beautiful, blah blah blah, and she sounds like a chick, especially with the music playing, right? And you go home with this chick, you sleep with this chick, right? You find out it was a man. You are fucked up for the rest of your life as a man. And this is how a lot of those people end up getting killed
Correct.
and murdered. And which is why when I sit here and I'm like, yo, why not just be honest with people, right? It's kind of like a girl with a high body count. If you have 50 bodies, let your boyfriend know, hey, listen, I had a past and I just want to be honest with you. And now you let the guy decide whether he wants to stay or go, right? So she asked the guy, she messaged the guy or girl, whatever they want to be identified as, and said, okay, cool. So with your example of, I tell them if I like them, if I had STD, would I be able to also tell the girl, listen, I'm only going to tell certain people if I like them? Would it still be the same, because people were arguing for those trans. A lot of people were defending them and saying they don't have to tell the guys who they are. They don't have to tell the guys who, because they think they're women. They feel like they're women. So why should they have to tell the guys who they are? And I'm like, well, if you have a big change like that, you should, out of respect for the other person, say, listen, this is who I am. This is what I believe in. Take it or leave it. You can't go around the world deceiving people and think that it's okay. So with that being said, do you guys understand? Do you guys agree with me or do you disagree?
I agree. Yeah.
You do agree? You think she should have said something to
Yeah,
those guys?
Everyone, you should let people know because someone can't really consent if they don't know like your full story,
Okay.
which I think is illegal. If you can't
Is it
really-
illegal? Do
It
we
is
know
illegal.
if it's
I mean,
illegal?
I
consent
don't know.
in
Hold on.
general, but
We have a lawyer here. Is it illegal? Okay.
Actually, it's not illegal.
It's not.
But did you know that I just found that out now through the chat?
Uh-huh.
But did you know that if you don't disclose that you have any type of HIV or any type of sexually transmitted diseases, if you don't disclose that with somebody, that's illegal.
Okay. So why
but
would
you
one
can go ahead and not disclose that you're trans, and
Wow.
that's not
Okay.
illegal.
And here's what I'll say too. In society, and this is a fact, ladies, you may not believe me, but when it comes to men issues, the world doesn't give a fuck. Now, if women were the ones being deceived and women's were the one being taken advantage of, there would be a big fucking problem with this, right? Because you can't take advantage of women, right? You shouldn't be lying to women, right? But you can lie to men. You can deceive men.
They don't give a fuck.
And nobody gives a fuck. As a matter of fact, you better not do anything to her. Maybe call the police.
Yeah.
Right. But if a woman was being taken advantage of, it'd be on CNN, Fox News, right? It'd be all over the place. It'd be all over social media. So it just goes to show you how this is why a lot of men unfortunately take their own lives. They go through life going through shit and they're like, yo, nobody gives a fuck about me. Nobody cares about my problems. I'm just going to end it all. Right. Anyways, back to my main, shout out to Jennifer real quick. So back to my main question. We all agree now that men are more valuable, correct?
Well, I agree.
Raise your hand if you believe that men are more valuable. So 1, 2, 3.
Put it high. Put it high.
Put it all the way high, please. All the way high. So 4.
In society.
Okay. So we
Don't
have
believe that?
3 the Lulus.
Okay.
Okay. And okay.
I don't agree nor disagree.
Bro.
What?
men are valuable, just not more. Like
And
we both
sis-
have value. We have to work together. Like,
All right,
that's
try
why
not dating anybody then.
I think a man would not make as
just
good as a
for
mother
real.
than a woman would.
What-
And
Yeah,
a
that's-
woman
that's
would
a-
not
yeah, I
be
agree.
an amazing
Absolutely.
construction
I agree.
worker like a man would.
Yeah.
But we're
So we're
talking
just
about-
specialized in our different areas, but that doesn't make our work equal unless
We-
you're talking
bro,
about
listen,
maybe
listen.
in the
one doesn't
home.
need to
What's
be more
the point
valuable.
of a relationship? What's the point of getting in a relationship with a guy?
You're talking to modern women here, right?
That's true.
We're talking to modern women here.
That's
To
true.
love
Mod-
and be
Not
loved.
traditional women.
That sounds so Disney, bro. To love and be loved. Who's
That's
paying the fucking
That's
bills?
the purpose of life.
You know what's
No,
funny?
it's
You
not.
want to know how I know that these girls are so delusional?
Mm.
Because
I agree.
because when these women get into marriages, I'm talking about real marriages, they don't expect to pay the mortgage and the bills and the car notes and insurance, right?
Agree.
They expect the
agree.
man to do that. They expect the man to protect if an intruder comes into the house. Guess who's defending, right? It's not the women, right? And I can give you all these examples, which shows you that the men are way more valuable. We make the world easy for you, especially you. You get paid off OnlyFans, right? Men are paying all your bills, right? Correct.
I don't know. It has some females too. They're freaky.
But it's
But the
majority men.
majority-
There's majority men. Please don't make an argument for the minority,
Bro,
please. Let's not do that.
It's
today.
like they just don't want to admit the truth, man. Okay, cool. We're gonna move on. Anyways,
Sorry, can I answer your question?
Yes.
So back to when you're talking about men taking their own lives because their mental health is declining, no one really cares. They don't have anyone to talk to. Don't you think if he had a woman who was always there for him whenever he got home, who he could talk to about these things, who could be there, have an ear out for him, wouldn't he be more likely to persevere, push through, stick around?
okay. So let me answer that. So that sounds beautiful, okay, but that's not how the world works.
Yeah.
Okay, this is my girlfriend right here.
Mhm.
She doesn't want me to come home and say, "Baby, I lost my job. I'm scared. I don't know how I'm gonna pay the bills. Right? I might need you to get a job." Women don't want that. Women want a man that's in control at all times. There's a problem, I know the solution. And if I don't know the solution, I'm going to find out. If I have to work 2-3 jobs, I'll work 2-3 jobs, right? Whatever it is I have to do, I'll do it. That's what women want. Now, I understand that women do like men to eventually, be vulnerable enough to be like, listen, my sister just passed away. I feel sometimes cool. That's great. Like if certain situations, I understand men being vulnerable with women, but overall, I would say that's a bad idea, right? I think the problem with men in society isn't so much that we can't talk to a girl. It's the fact that society as a whole is just unfair, right? So you're talking about the legal system, right? You're talking about, even the way we treat men each other, right? Men don't show weakness towards other men. He could be suffering right now, and I'm not going to be like, oh, it's okay, bro. Come with me. I'll pay your bills for this month. And I'm going to look at you and be like, bro, that's your problem. You figure that shit out. No one helped me when I was going through it.
I have a question. So, I mean, you're saying like it's so bad for men, but whose fault is that? Like, if society doesn't care, who's the people not caring? Because
It's the women.
If the females are more emotional,
care.
wouldn't they care more? And I disagree that people don't care because there's mental
Okay.
health, men's mental health month. I forgot which one it was.
Yeah, you want to know
November?
what day, what month men's mental health falls on? The same month as Gay Pride.
They're trolling. That's a troll. That's a troll, bro.
Wait. Do you disagree? That's a fact.
Well, I said
the-
and. Like,
What do you mean? And that's
what
a
about
fucking.
it?
Imagine me saying mental health month is this month, and also it just so happens that the gay month is this month,
It's
and the
like
gay
you're
people
reading-
just hold on, no,
you're
and the
reading
gay
way too
people,
much into it.
bro, no, I don't. Why didn't they make it another month? There's so many other fucking months that they could have put on.
Like,
Yo, listen, everything is by fucking design. You're delusional, but I'm telling you
How am I
everything
delusional?
because
I'm
I'm
telling you.
telling you the fucking facts. I'm a man who has actually thought about taking his own life before. I'm telling you, you think this shit. Well, whose fault is it? I'm telling you, this shit is by design, bro. They could have very easily put this shit on another month. They made
but
gay.
you at
They
least
made
you
gay
got
month the same month
something.
as mental health.
You're complaining about it. It's not really.
I'm not complaining,
it's
I'm just
not-
stating the
it's
facts.
It's not directly affecting you though. What's the issue?
What do you mean it's not
got-
directly affecting you?
You
It
know,
is.
like
Who,
the
who,
effects
who
on
do you, who
men.
do you think has a bigger crowd? Mental health awareness for men or LGBTQ community? Who has a bigger crowd? Who has a bigger
Bro, hold on.
community?
How about
They're
this? How about
both well-known.
switch?
They're
They're both well known.
Yes,
There's a parade for
Bro,
Men's
bro.
Mental Health Month.
Come on.
I
Like
don't
she
know about
said, there was a
that. There
parade
could be.
everywhere.
Oh, how about this? Why is it that the gay community
I never even knew there
celebrates-
was a
they
mental health.
they celebrate? Yeah, a lot of people don't even know that the gay community celebrates every fucking day of the month. You would think like like we have like Thanksgiving. It's like it's on this week, right? Christmas is this week. New Year's is this week. The gay pride shit. Every different city celebrates every different week. It's a nonstop thing. They celebrate that shit nationwide. You can go any fucking week to a different city and they're doing parades, right? That shit is sick. It's disgusting. Okay,
Why is it disgusting?
because it
'Cause
is.
they don't care about
They're-
kids.
Ima-
They do that shit in
Think
front
about
of
this.
kids too.
Imagine,
What do
imagine
they-
if
what
they
do
put.
they do?
Listen, imagine if they
Expose
put.
their
Listen,
bodies.
yo, let me finish, bro. Imagine if they put the same energy into mental health for men, and they just did parades for men every single week at a different city. Imagine how much that would help. But why do they do that? Why don't they do that?
Look,
Because they don't give a fuck about
I
men.
agree. Those people are weird. Like if you just generalize your entire personality on your sexuality, that's weird. Those are the weird gay people.
Okay, but you can't sit here as a woman and tell me that I don't know anything about men's mental health. I've thought about killing myself before.
I didn't say that. I just said like there is a month. You're saying nobody cares?
I'm telling you that they put it on the same month as the gay
But why
fucking
does that
community.
matter?
Because
It
to
doesn't
men, it's
matter.
Why doesn't it
like
matter?
calling someone gay used to be a very big offense from guy to guy.
Okay, how about this? Let me put it like this.
It's
Imagine, hold on.
demasculated.
Let me put it like this. Imagine if Christmas was the same day as Halloween.
Oh.
Think about that for a second, right?
But it's
Hold on,
not.
shut the fuck up. We all know what Christmas is, right? Imagine if they put it the same day as Halloween, right? Now, just naturally, people would have to fucking pick one or the other, right? And which one's more likely to be celebrated? Christmas. But you would still find motherfuckers that would find time to celebrate Halloween, because Halloween is also Halloween is one of the biggest grossing days for all retail stores. They sell a shit ton of candy, a shit ton of outfits. They sell shit. That's literally one of the biggest days for all companies out there, right? So what I'm saying is, I think they did that shit on purpose. They made it the same month as Gay Pride, and it's just disgusting to me. Okay. My question was, before we got into all this, so if men are more valuable, why is it that men are also the first to be sacrificed, right? So think about anything you can think of in general, right? Whether it be war, and war, who's the first to go fight? Men.
But who
right?
starts the war?
Let me finish.
Men.
Yo, shut up. Let me finish, right? Men are the first ones to go to war, correct? Think about that the Titanic. Who goes first? Women and children, right? During hurricanes, during earthquakes, tsunamis, whatever you can think of, right? If there was a fucking if there was I don't know, if all the food just stopped growing, or we had a fucking
Men aren't
all
eating.
the fucking crops died, who's gonna be the last to eat?
Men.
Men are gonna be the last to eat, right? So we're always the ones being sacrificed. Men are always the ones being sacrificed. It doesn't matter what situation you can think of, ladies. Right now, if a gunman came into the studio, who's gonna be the first ones to go fight?
Men.
The men have to go fight. So if we're more valuable, why is it always that we're getting sacrificed first?
Because you're the protector.
I think that's where your value falls on.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're valuable because you're willing to do those sacrifices for protection.
Okay. Does anyone else want to answer that? How about you, since you love men so much?
Can you kind of like summarize it again? I'm sorry.
I just sat here and talked for a good 2 minutes. How'd you not hear anything I said?
No, I did. Just tell me it again. Because
stupid.
no, like I had it in my mind. It just goes away.
How does it just
ADHD.
go away?
I'm mentally ill, man.
But women are smarter than men, right?
That has nothing to do with my memory. Like it is what it is. Just
Is your
refresh
memory
it.
not part of your mind?
Just refresh
Okay.
it and then.
So if men are, we all agreed here, including you, that men are more valuable than
no,
women.
I did not agree to that.
Agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree. If men are more valuable than women, why is it that men are also the first ones to be sacrificed?
I'd say it's like tradition. I mean, I like why. We're physically weaker. Why am I gonna go fight? I mean, like, I think if a gunman comes in, I think we're all gonna die. I don't if you want to go fight, I'll run. I know people that.
So who's
would-
more valuable in that situation? Because who's gonna help
In-
save
I don't
you?
know.
in
we're,
that
we're in
situation?
danger. I don't know.
See, you
think-
see how
Men.
you see how you said in that situation,
In
and
that
she's gonna say in that situation.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
because
doesn't
as
matter,
Jules
though.
said,
It does not
No,
matter.
as Jules said, like that's
But
where
it's
your
not
value
ju-
falls.
listen.
Protect and provide.
Liz, it's
So if
not
the
just in that
situation-
situation. We just said in war, in tsunamis, in droughts, during starvation.
Okay, but that's not
there
all
are
life is
earthquakes.
about.
What do you mean?
War,
That's just-
This
tsunamis,
can happen
like-
any day.
That's what men
And
think.
But not just that. Who's paying the bills? Right? Who's building the buildings? Who's
guys,
crop?
I'm paying
who-
my
You
bills.
want to get
Hold on.
right?
Who's listen? Who's doing the crops? Who's doing the farming? Who's doing the fucking shipping worldwide? Right?
Correct.
Men
Who's
are
running
doing
the economy?
Men are doing all this. Now you see, women will sit here and say, "I pay my own bills." Right? But okay, cool. You pay your own bills. But
For now.
we just established earlier, and you said it yourself, that if you go into a relationship / marriage, who do you expect to pay all your bills?
My man.
Okay,
Okay.
then. So who's
Man,
more
all right,
valuable? Your man.
Okay, but I do other things.
He's the
I'll
one
provide
providing
value in other
matter.
ways.
He brings
Like,
more
I'm-
value to the table, because without him, you wouldn't have that nice house, that nice car. You would be nothing without him.
I would not be nothing.
You wouldn't. I'm not saying you wouldn't be nothing, but you wouldn't have.
Nah, you
all
had it
those,
right. You had it right.
You wouldn't have all those nice things without your man providing all those nice things for you. So
I think we both contribute in different ways. We both help each other out.
Yeah,
we
but he
both build on
contributes
top of
more.
each other.
I think the problem is that,
Women improve your quality of life.
Okay,
Absolutely.
besides
They
the-
make life worth living.
listen, I will not fight you on that. That's true. Ever since she came into my life has gotten better. But that doesn't mean that my life wouldn't be good if I didn't have her. My life would still be good. Okay. Now, if you ask her how her life has improved since I came into her life, it's drastically improved. You can't even compare it. There was no dude before me that was taking care of her like that. Okay. There wasn't. Now, cool. She cooks, she cleans, she makes my life easy. But I'm able to do that. I could still pay a maid to come cook for me and clean for me. Uber Eats and fucking DoorDash and Postmates are competing to get me
It's all made
food.
with love.
I don't care. I don't care about love.
You say that.
I
You
no,
say
no,
that, but
listen. No, I'm being dead serious. She can tell you right here. I'm one of the most emotionless guys I ever fucking knew. I don't deal with emotions. She gets mad at me because I don't even show my fucking emotions.
Damn.
I don't do that shit.
And that's why men's mental health is so bad, because they don't show their
But
emotions.
it's the opposite. I'm gonna tell you why it's the opposite. When I was 15 and I wanted to kill myself, was because I was being very emotional. It was because I was emotional. I was in my feelings. And I was like, oh my God, I'm homeless. And my mom didn't want me. She gave me up. And my dad wasn't there. And I just want to kill myself.
It's the way he's
right?
saying it, not what he's
And like,
saying.
think about that for a second. I was in my feelings. I was emotional. And then when I got my shit together and I realized nobody was coming to save me, I said, fuck this shit. I'm done feeling sorry for myself. And then when I left those feelings, I became a better person. So I don't think necessarily what you're saying is true.
I don't think being emotional is about playing the victim and like feeling sorry for yourself. I think it's just about understanding what you feel and being able to process those emotions.
I understand what
And
you're
that's
saying.
what you did eventually. So that's still like being emotional, but in a healthy way.
Okay, what I'm telling you is most school shooters are emotional kids, emotional men. Okay, because they
haven't.
Hold on, let me finish. Most I hate to say it, most rapists, emotional men. Most murderers, emotional men. People that are robbing people and stabbing people, emotional men. All emotional men. You can sit here and give me any statistics, and I can say that was an emotional man. Because a man who's not emotional he knows how to control himself, right? Like I had a situation 2 days ago. If I was emotional, I would have punched one of those trannies. And I sat here and I was like, okay, cool. Unless you put your hands on me, we're gonna talk, right? You want to hit my girlfriend, cool. But if you put your hands on her, then I'm gonna beat the woman out of you, right? And that's what I said. So I wasn't emotional about it. I was like, okay, cool. I see the situation. You know, I can sit here and dissect it. I'm not gonna do anything unless there's physical harm coming my way, and I handled it well. Now, 7 months ago, what would I have done, bro?
Probably
Survive in a
slept.
first
Bro,
world country by yourself.
shout out to my man, Lord Peachy, real quick.
You live in. You would need a man in a third world country. Please come back to reality, Peach.
Okay, real quick. So 7 months ago, I'm telling you right now, on everything I love, I would have punched one of those trannies. I'm telling you right now, but I've grown so much since then. Lord Peachy says the only reason you can survive in a first world country by yourself is because men built the world for you to live in. You would need a man in a third world country. Please come back to reality. Okay, so he's saying you would need a man in a third world country. So what he's saying is in other countries like Brazil, third world country, right? Poorest country in the fucking universe. You need a man over there, right?
Jamaica, baby.
I'm actually
Jamaica.
born and raised in a third world country.
Where's that?
Zambia, Africa.
Okay. You need men over there, right?
I mean, you need women as well.
Yeah,
yes.
but you need men. Oh, you're able to be here in the US and say, I'm a fitness coach because you live in the US and men have built this world for you to be comfortable in. In your home country, you're not going to be able to be a fitness coach. You're not. You can sit here and you can sit
You're
here.
privileged, basically.
You can sit here and say you would be, but you wouldn't. At least not to the extent that you're doing it here, right? There's no way. So again, that's another way. Shout out to Lord Peachy, man.
Like they don't need fitness coaches in third world.
Bro, they ain't worried about
they
that
need
shit.
Politicians. They need politicians.
Hold on, you're getting it wrong. She's gonna say that they do need it. But what I'm saying is they don't prefer.
Just not to the degree, I guess, that it's needed or desired.
They don't have the ability to focus on that.
Yeah.
They're worried about surviving. When you're worried about surviving, the last thing you give a fuck about is a six-pack.
Word.
Right?
So they probably already have that shit naturally. What's the obesity rate over there?
Yeah.
Bro, think about that for a second. You're in a third world
Less than
country.
this,
You can barely
but-
get food and you're worried about a fucking six-pack.
Yeah,
Nah, that's not how, that's you're privileged right now. And before you leave this show, you're gonna find out how privileged you are. I'm
I
telling
do
you.
agree. I am privileged, and some people than a lot of people in the world.
And that's why America is going to shit, because we're so privileged.
Okay, shout out to the super chatters real quick, man. Okay, cool. So we all agree that men are the shit and women just exist, correct?
Agree
Liz?
to disagree.
Agree to disagree? After everything I just gave you, you still disagree?
She'll see one day.
How about this? You give me 3 examples of women do that we absolutely just cannot survive without it. Give me 3 things.
You cannot survive.
Yes, like men cannot survive without it.
Like everything would collapse.
And please don't tell me it's we give birth. Give me something besides that. So something besides that. Go ahead.
I can't think of anything off the top.
Sensational.
All right, you can't think of anything off the top, but you're
Lonnie,
sitting
you
here
wanna help
arguing
her?
about it.
You want
Well, you said survive without. So
Yeah.
obviously you could survive for a while, but
Okay.
like the quality of life, like what's the point in living life if
When-
like
okay,
it's struggle
you're
and anarchy and chaos?
You're confusing quality of life for like we don't need that shit. Quality of life is me saying I can order Uber Eats, right? But before Uber Eats, I could go fucking drive to Wendy's, right? Like yes, it's comfortable, it's convenient. I don't have to leave my house to get the fucking food delivered to me. But before Uber Eats, I literally could just drive down the street to get the fucking sandwich myself. I could still survive. And you're confusing that with the fact that women are so valuable because we make your life convenient. Don't get it mistaken. We don't need you guys besides reproducing, to be honest. Okay. Okay. So you can't give me anything either.
So I was thinking about it, and like going back a bit to what she said, how a majority of doctors or nurses are women.
Majority of doctors are men. Nurses are women.
Oh, well, nurses then. Are you sure?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is true.
Yes.
Oh.
It's a fact.
Bro, they don't even know the facts they're arguing for, bro. Okay. Go
So
ahead.
if all the nurses disappear, the doctors are still there. We're valid.
But I think they would be overworked, and it would just be
Oh,
terrible.
see,
But
that would
hold
be
on, but the majority of people in the world are women, so that would go down.
Majority of the people that fucking hospitals are women.
You think men really want to go to the hospital?
Bro,
Who get a boo-boo
when
or
was the
some
last
shit?
time
Like,
you went to the fucking hospital?
I don't remember. When my leg
Bro.
broke.
I got into that fight.
Yeah.
Remember? Bro, the hospital wasn't even my thought.
Yeah,
It was like
whatever.
women go to the hospital. Bro, women go to the hospital for every little fucking thing. Bro.
Correct.
My stomach hurts.
Oh my god, I got a blister. Right?
But
Okay.
at the end of the day, the guys are a majority of the doctors, and if women disappeared, the ratio is 3-1, so we would be good.
How about this? Why don't you give me one thing that men would absolutely not be able to survive without that women produce for us?
So what I was thinking off the top of my head is sex. And I'm not talking like reproducing. I'm talking, because you're testosterone. I'm talking like you need vagina unless you want to be gay. So
Where they could just
I
jack
think,
off.
yeah, but a lot of men, I think like certain men are
Ladies.
like, they need it. They need it. They're like,
on.
Ladies,
Fine,
I'm
very
saying
good.
I'm
So-
saying that you have to give me something that we would absolutely right now
Yeah.
die without, and it's not sex. Because I could say the same thing for women. Women could go without sex for men. Okay, so it's not sex.
Give me something that would make society fail if men weren't there. Or women weren't there.
Hold
my
on,
bad.
listen. These are women that are saying that women are equally as valuable to men, but yet they can't give me a real solid reason of why they're equally as valuable to
Okay,
men.
I have one.
Uh-huh.
So you talk about getting Uber Eats and just driving down the street. Shouldn't you just learn how to cook yourself? Because like you're a
But
human. Like you need to learn how to cook, clean,
Okay.
do that shit yourself. Why
Okay.
do you need a woman? Like you act like
I have
you
news
can't
flash for you.
do it,
Hold on.
But
and
they're
you're
not gonna
gonna
do
like,
Hold on. I have news flash for you.
Hello, motherfucker.
Most chefs are actually men. Okay. And actually men do know how to cook. And if it was a survival thing, I promise you I would learn how to survive.
Facts.
I would go out there and kill a fucking deer. I would do something. I would fish. I would find a fucking way. When it comes to survival mode, men have a really good knack for just finding out a way to survive. Okay. Even if it comes down to killing another person to survive, we'll figure it out. Ladies, I'm saying one thing that we would absolutely completely die without. You said sex.
emotion,
we could do without sex.
love.
Cooking, we could do without cooking. I don't even know what you said. What'd you say? You
She
said love.
She said love.
Love.
No, but like
Love
you know
and Care
what?
Bears. Love and Care Bears.
No, but because That is true though, because earlier you guys were talking about the fact that suicidal men or like they kill themselves
That's
because
fine.
without it,
That's cool. That's fine.
we provide that. So you guys,
No,
what
you
you a lot
fucking
of
don't.
you guys, yes,
Yo,
you
hold on,
do.
hold on. Yo, hold
I don't
on,
know
hold on.
what women you
Oh,
be getting with.
no. Hold on. You guys don't provide shit. As a matter of fact, you don't even look at the average guy. You're looking at a wealthy
wealthy
guy,
man,
right? That's what
yeah.
you said the last time you came here. I'm dating a wealthy guy, and we're in a poly relationship.
No, I dated. I'm not in a poly relationship,
Listen.
and I don't just look at wealthy
But you
men,
wouldn't
just
look at
providers
the
in
average
general.
guy that works at.
The
Women
average
like you
guy can have the average
hold on.
woman.
The women like you guys,
Well, I
listen,
am.
hold on. You women aren't looking at the average guy. You women, when you go to Taco Bell and you go through that drive-through line and there's a guy there, you don't even know his fucking name. You didn't even read his name tag. Why? Because you're not looking at the average guy. So guys are killing themselves because women like you aren't looking at them. You guys are looking at the top 10 to 20% of the guys. The rest of the 80% don't even get acknowledged, right? They don't even exist to you guys. You guys, the problem is you guys are only following the top 10 to 20%, and you think the rest of the 80% is just the same way,
Facts.
right? But that's not how the world works. The 80% are very lonely. Actually, 1 in 3 guys is either a virgin or hasn't had sex within the last year, if I'm not mistaken. Think about that for a second. 1 in 3 guys.
Okay, well, I have something I want to say then. There's a lot of crazies out there. Like, are we supposed to just acknowledge every single person we see on the street? Like, at the same time, you're not gonna acknowledge like some basic or average looking girl. You're gonna go up to a girl you think is hot at the fair, at the movies.
Mhm.
Like, what's your point?
Okay, my point is this. For every one guy, there's 3 women out there. So for every one guy, there's 3 women out there. And yet the 3 women are going for the top 10%. So it means that you guys are fighting for the same guys. All of you ladies are fighting for the same guys.
That'll still cheat on you.
Meanwhile, you guys aren't paying attention to the guys at the bottom. That's not how you guys work. You guys are hypergamous. You don't want to you don't want to get with the average guy. You want the guy that's 6'3" and he has money, he has a nice car. All the girls want him. Why does all the girls want him? I gotta find out why, right?
I mean,
You
it
guys
doesn't
want
speak for me.
I'm
But in
not speaking for
general-
you. I'm speaking in general, and I said that shit earlier. I literally said that shit earlier.
I know a lot of girls that kind of like really settle though. There's a lot of girls dating bums. Like,
Men settle just as much,
Mhm.
if not more.
yeah.
You're a lost cause, bro.
How am I lost cause?
Because you're arguing for the small minority. Every single time you open your mouth, you're arguing for the minority. I'm saying in general, most women, and I know for example, because I've been a man all my life, it wasn't until I had something of value to myself that women started to really pay attention to me. And if I wasn't as tall as I was when I was younger, and if I wasn't the way I looked or when I was younger, then I wouldn't have gotten any play. There's guys that are 5'5" out here. They don't look, too good, at least in your opinion. And those guys never get noticed. We had a girl come on here, like 5 episodes ago,
Who, Clement?
Clement, and she said, if a guy's lower than 5'5", I'm not even looking his way.
Facts.
He could be my soulmate, and I wouldn't even look his way because I'm not dating a guy that's 5'5" or lower, right? So that's how the average women, your standards are super high, right? I can go into
As they should be.
I can go into all, as they should be, right?
No.
As they should be, and that's cool. Listen,
I don't have a problem with that.
I have a daughter. I don't want my daughter dating a bum.
Yeah.
But I also don't expect my daughter to sit here and be like, I'm equal to a man and I'm just as valuable. No, you're not. You're my fucking daughter. Like, stop being delusional. Stop being delulu. You know what I mean? Like, we're not gonna do that shit. I'm gonna raise my daughter to, be a smart woman. I'm not gonna sit here and think that she should be independent and make as much money as a man because I'm just as valuable. No, why? Why would you sit here, right? I would tell my daughter, why would you sit here and spend a good 1/3 or 1/4 of your life, right? Because you're already going through school from the moment you're young, elementary school, middle school, high school, college, right? Think about that shit for a second. You're going through school your whole life. Then you're gonna spend your time going to college for 8 to 10 years, becoming a lawyer or a doctor, whatever you want to be, to work for somebody else, right? When you can do what she's doing, which is working with me, building something for us, right? Why? It makes no fucking sense. It makes no sense. Society has told you, ladies, that you should be your boss babes, your own independent bosses. And in the meantime, you're working for somebody else. All of you guys work for somebody else. Every single one of you guys work for somebody else. Why? Why not build with a man? Why not say, listen, I like you. obviously you have to vet the guy, right? But why not say, I like you, I want to build a life with you, and whatever you're passionate about, we'll work on that together. And it doesn't mean that your life has to end, but still, like, you want to focus at, make sure that he builds himself up, so that in return you, like, think about it, right? If we blow up, she's with me. See, men and women don't work the same way.
When, not if.
When, right? When we blow up, right? So here's the thing. Men typically don't leave relationships or marriages. Women do that. Women leave marriages. Right? 80%, if not
Yes, it's 80%.
80% of marriages are initiated by women.
78 if you want to be
78
exact.
if you round up, 80%, right? Why? Why are women leaving marriages?
Probably because the man isn't leading well or providing as much as she requires.
But she's cheating.
Hold on. Translation. Because here's the thing. What I've noticed is women will come on here and they'll say, if I feel like I'm not happy, I'm going to leave. Right? Because it's all about your feelings, ladies. If I feel like,
But why isn't
fuck
she
your
happy?
feelings.
Like, what's the cause of her unhappiness? Like, what's going on that's like making her not
Okay,
happy?
so let me tell you. So right now, how many hours did I sleep last night?
About like 2 or 3.
Yeah, I think it was like 3, right?
Yeah.
Shit, I don't even know, bro.
I think it was 3.
Fuck.
That's
Okay.
a nap.
Okay, so I took a nap, right? But
He takes a nap every night.
but when I'm awake, I'm always working. I don't have the time to give her right now that she wants, right? If she really wanted to, she could say, I'm not happy with the way that our relationship is. I don't get as much time as I want to anymore. We don't do the movie dates anymore. We don't do the dinners anymore. I feel like I deserve better. And she could leave, right? And this is what happens in marriages too. Or she can stay and say, cool, I see the hard work you're putting in. I'm going to wait for you. I'm going to be there to help you. When you wake up, I have food ready for you, right? She could do that. And which is why guys typically don't leave relationships like that. Like it would, like you see, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I had a baddie in my DMs just recently, and it's gotten to the point where she's so valuable. I just tell girls, I'm like, bro, I'm not. If you're not coming to the podcast, if we're not doing business, like, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, that's how valuable she is to me right now.
I have something to say.
What's up?
I have a couple things to say. So going back to, give me a second.
No way, you just didn't do that shit.
No, give me a second.
No way, you just
She
didn't
stopped
do
the
that.
whole show. She said,
No,
hold on, I
stop.
have something to say.
Okay, going back to what you said about what you would tell your daughter. So
Yes.
you would just tell her to be completely dependent on a guy, right? And in my opinion, that's no offense
Do you
to
have a father?
anybody.
Do you have a father?
No. Let me finish.
I'll let you finish. Do you have a father?
I don't want to talk about it.
You don't have a father then?
I do.
Okay, so
I
you
just
have a
don't-
fucked up father. He's a weak ass man. But go ahead, continue.
Okay, so telling your daughter you just have to like let her be dependent on a guy for the rest of her life. We're people. I'm my own person.
Mhm.
Like, I grew up doing shit on my own. Like, what is a man gonna do for me? Like,
Okay.
I can do what any man can do.
Mhm.
All the girls can do what any guy can do. Why do you have to depend on a guy? Like, like, I did this shit on my own.
Mhm.
Why are you gonna tell somebody to just completely depend on a guy?
Okay.
That's not something I would do at all. Like, I'm my own person. You gotta work for your own shit.
Mhm.
If my guy I'm with just leaves me for a younger girl or whatever, like, what am I gonna do?
Okay.
What money do I have saved up? What am I gonna do in life? Like,
Okay.
at least if I'm more of a 50-50 person.
Mhm.
If I like end up getting cheated on, I leave.
Okay, let me
Isn't that
finish.
what everybody
Hold on,
says?
let me finish. Right? Look at you. Right? You're young, you're in your prime, but no offense, the way you dress speaks volumes about you, right? I don't know. Are you part of the emo community? I would assume, right? I think just that alone tells me so much about you, right?
What does it tell you?
It tells me that you're probably going through a lot of depression. You probably have shout out to the super chatters, man. We see you
Do the
guys.
red flag list of Adam's family. Peach.
Adam's Family. That's
Okay.
funny, bro. That's actually one of my favorite movies. Okay, cool. So I would say, you're probably struggling with depression. You know what? It's not far fetched for me to guess that you might even be dealing with drugs. Okay, I don't know. I could be wrong, but typically,
No, I'm a pothead. That's not.
okay. Well, see, and that's a gateway drug, in my opinion. Okay.
Yeah, but I've been doing
you-
it for years. I don't do nothing else.
Okay. Well, let me finish. What it tells me is that you're probably dealing with a character crisis. You probably are still finding yourself. Can I finish? Can I finish?
I'm just breathing.
And then you asked me a question. You said, women can do the same thing men can do. Absolutely. Cool. I'm not sitting here saying that women can't do what men can do. What I'm saying is you don't want to, right? Like she doesn't want to wake up. What happens when I stay up working? She goes to sleep really nice. I'll be in bed working and she'll be asleep like a princess. She doesn't want to stay up fucking 22 hours a day working. She doesn't want. Can she do it? Yes. Yes, you can. As a woman, you can do that too. But do you want to do it? No, you fucking don't. So why are you arguing for points that you don't want, right? It would be, here's my job as a father is very simple, right? I have a son and have a daughter, right? My daughter is everything to me, right? My job is to protect my daughter. My son, the same thing, but not to the same extent, right? He's a man. He's gonna have to grow up differently. Like my daughter is my life. My job is to raise her correctly so that one day some guy can say, I see the value in you. I want to take care of you. And I want the guy to come up to me and ask me for my permission. That's how close I'm going to be with my daughter. That, back in the day, that's actually what people used to do. They would go to the father and the mother and say, listen, I like your daughter so much. I love her. I want to marry her. And they would typically say, cool, you have my permission or
we
whatever.
don't live in a dystopia.
That's fine, but let me finish. Let me finish, right? My job is to take care of my daughter to the best of my ability, right? Before I came to Miami, I bought a house, right? I did everything they're taken care of, gave my ex $80,000 in cash. Every month I send money back, right? I take care of my kid the way I'm supposed to, and I'm active with my daughter. We talk every single day, right? Until recently, we write letters, right? Because obviously I'm not in Maryland anymore. But what I'm telling you is my job is to make sure that I raise her as a good woman so that when she's walking down the aisle and I'm giving her away to the next man, and I'm going to look him in the eye and say, here you go. Here's my daughter. It's your responsibility now to take care of her. My daughter shouldn't have to worry about being an independent chick. My daughter shouldn't have to worry about being a CEO of a company. My daughter shouldn't have to worry about doing 50-50 paying the bills. Listen, it's cool if the modern women want to do that, but my daughter doesn't have to do that. If she wants to do it, fine, let her go do it. If my daughter comes to me and says, you know what, daddy, you've been a great dad, but I still want to be a dumb bitch and go work 50-50. It's just what I want to do.
Why you had to say it like that?
I'm going to look at her and be like, all right, well, I respect your decision. You're an adult now. You want to go work 50-50 and pay half the rent and the mortgage and the car note and the fucking insurance, and go ahead. Enjoy your life. But my job is to give my daughter that choice. That's my job as a father. And I'm sorry that most women don't have that. But I'm going to make sure I give that to my daughter. Now, if you don't agree with that, that's cool. Go ahead. Work your 50-50 job. Do OnlyFans. Here's what happens. When you hit the wall at 30, you're going to realize, I wish I didn't have to do this shit.
You wasted someone's time.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So I do get the not doing 50-50, like depending more on a man than yourself. But what if the man leaves you? Then like wouldn't you want your daughter to have something to fall back on?
Absolutely.
That isn't like her family.
Okay.
Not just herself.
So there's no like bulletproof plan, right?
Right.
Where like nothing can go wrong. Something can always go wrong. But again, if you're active in your daughter's life, if I know who she's talking to, if we have a good relationship and because here's the thing, most women today, the reason why they're being hoes is because they're searching for validation. These women don't want to sleep with 80 guys, bro. They're looking for a guy that makes them feel like you're my everything. They're looking for that father love.
I heard that
they never
some
got.
females can emotionally detach though. Like
those are the minorities, though. The minority doesn't make the rule, right? So yes, there's some weird women out there, but you don't want to be those women. Maybe that's her right there. She's laughing. She's laughing. What I'm saying is there's no bulletproof plan, right? But here's how you set yourself up for success. As a woman, I always say this, and the women don't like it. I say, make a guy wait a year to have sex. Because most guys won't even wait a month. Make a guy wait a year. Let him court you for a whole year. In that year, you're going to be able to see how he handles his emotions, anger. Is he always paying for dinner when we go out? right? Is he a man of character? Does he keep his word? Is he always on time? Is he chivalrous? Does he bring me flowers? In a year, you can tell who
Most
people are.
men today they're not gonna wait that
Well,
long.
guess what?
Unless he's a high value man that's willing to do that, most men are not.
Okay, but
Mhm.
she asked me a question and I'm just answering it. What I'm saying is there's no perfect plan. But what I'm saying is how you give yourself an opportunity to succeed is doing those little things I told you about. Because most guys won't make it a month. But if a guy makes it a year and he finally gets to have sex with you, after that year, he's going to say, I'm so invested into this woman. I gave all my time and resources. And there's something about guys having to work for their shit that it makes us appreciate things, right? Like I told the story before. He gave me a McLaren, right? And boy, I fucked that McLaren up, bro. My bad, bro.
As you should.
I fucked that shit up. Why? Because they're giving me a fucking $340,000 car that I've never driven before, and I was on fucking Ocean Drive and at South Beach racing that shit with the Lamborghini. Right?
Wait, really?
Yes.
Oh,
really?
I heard McLarens are just harder to control in general, especially for people who aren't like fucking race
I
car
was-
drivers.
I
was-
McLarens
I
are
was
like,
You was
No,
controlling
and
that
when
bit.
he would do it, that shit would drift. Like I was
Yeah.
scared.
She
Yeah.
was in it.
Mhm.
But I've been driving.
Yeah.
Anyways,
A higher speeds is better.
the point is, right, that when I got something that valuable for free, I didn't take any care of it. I was like, fuck this shit. It ain't mine. Right? Now, if I had to pay for that shit myself, $340,000 is a lot of fucking money. If I had to pay for that shit myself, I don't even think I would have went past like 80, maybe not past 100. I would have definitely been like slow, you know what I mean? I would have like taken my time with it. And that's essentially, I know women are cars, but what I'm saying is, right, just as an analogy here, because I hate when we're not cars. If you make a guy work for it, he's just gonna value you so much more because he's gonna say, well, she made me wait a year. There's no way she's letting other guys just, smash on the first week, right? And it's just something about us having to work for something that just makes us care about it so much more. That's all I'm saying. That's my advice to you. If you don't like it, that's cool too. Do you like my advice?
I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, I
but-
won't follow it though.
I know you won't. I know you won't. Why won't you?
But-
Why won't you follow it?
Cause I like it. I like, I like getting
You like the fit-
freaky.
Wait, you like doing what?
I like getting freaky.
You're
Wait,
confused.
you have an
Where's the-
OnlyFans,
Where's the red
correct?
flag button?
Yeah, but I don't be doing nothing with anybody on it. It's just me.
Horny bitch detected. Horny bitch detected.
Okay, all jokes aside, right? I think women like you are just so hurt, man. And that
I'm
dopamine,
funny,
that
though.
No,
Okay.
you're not.
Listen,
Damn,
that-
whoa,
Damn, that's-
damn, bro.
You
Yo,
don't
that
know
was
me like
wild.
that.
That was
Yeah.
wild. Santel shows
No,
violence
she
today.
wasn't.
That
Shut up.
was wild.
That's not the worst thing.
okay.
No, I really do think like you should at least try to take some type of advice from the podcast and see if it could change some aspect in your life. Cause listen, honey, you're going to regret this shit. I promise you're going to regret it. When you hit 25, 30, like looking back at life, like I don't know. I just feel very sorry for you.
I feel like I'm doing kind of great. Like I appreciate
that's
the
great.
feedback, but I'm my own person. Like if I regret it, let me make my own bed. Like let me
That's
make my
fair.
own grave. Like I'm chilling. I'm a good person. I know I volunteer at food kitchen.
I'm not
Soup
saying you're a
kitchen.
bad
People
person. I,
volunteer all the time.
I believe you're a good person, but your mindset is just fucked up.
I know I'm a little crazy, but it is what it is. Like if I get better, I get better. If not, like I feel like I'm fine. Like
Wait, but respectfully, Virginia, didn't you say that women were smarter than men?
no, I just said
In
you
the
can
In the beginning
level
of the
it.
show.
It's like
Okay,
50-50.
so you're equally as smart as men, correct?
Me probably not, but like I don't think I'm as dumb as a rock, but I'm not the smartest either.
Okay. Well, how about this, right? First of all, I love the honesty. I say that all the time. But if someone was to tell you, listen, this is the way to get rich, this is the way to avoid any hardships in life. Why? And I'm not saying that's what I'm telling you, but why would you then say, oh, but it's okay, I still want to be the way that I am. I want to, learn the hard way. Why would you do that?
Nothing in life is easy. I'm just going this way. I just want to. And I don't care what anybody thinks or what happens. Like, people are always gonna shit on you. People have always shit on me. Like, before I did what I'm doing, after, during, you're never gonna please people. So I'm gonna do what I want.
Okay, so your your logic is I'm never gonna please anyone, so I might as well just do the most fucked up thing I can do.
Why is it fucked up? I don't see it as fucked up.
It's
I'm not
self-destructive.
how? I'm just
Because you're
just-
like putting yourself in harm's way.
You are.
still.
we're always in harm's way. Like, I
But
don't
you could be
think-
less in harm's way if you did good things for yourself and
I'm
not
not-
expose your body
I'm not
online.
particularly the most like keen on being safe. Like, I like
I
to
see
live.
that.
I like to live life on edge. So,
I
It is
respect
what
your
it is.
opinion. I respect your opinion. I respect everyone's.
Would you
so-
agree with her lifestyle choices or her mindset?
No, but I can still respect it.
Okay, that's fair.
I get it. It's the sisterhood, man. We're talking about the sisterhood.
No, even for men, I just
Go back to my
everyone
last
has
super
different
chat.
opinions.
Like
so
I don't
respect
agree
it.
with what she's saying, but I do respect it as well.
Okay.
Like she might just be pleasing herself.
Okay, real quick. Shout out to my boy Lord PG says, go back to my last super chat. You guys skipped it. I'm gonna do it right now, brother. Real quick. Ladies, here's the problem, right? You guys aren't holding each other accountable. Okay? What's accountability mean to you?
In what context?
Accountability, the word. What does it mean to you?
Being held responsible.
Okay, what does it mean to you?
To hold someone up to a certain standard.
Okay. So would you say that you're holding each other accountable? When you see a woman saying, yes, I'm doing this, I know it's fucked up, but I want to do it because it's fun, I like to be freaky, would you say you're holding each other accountable rather than being like, hey, you know what? Cool, I respect your decision to do what you do, but I personally think that I wouldn't do it myself. And I think long term, you're going to probably suffer from it, right? I'm not telling you guys to tell her what to do, but there's something beautiful about holding each other accountable. It just makes her better, even by default, because even if she doesn't do what you guys are telling her to do, she's going to go home today and say, 3 women on the table tonight told me that maybe my lifestyle choices aren't the best. So maybe I'm just going to think about it a second. She might go home and actually say, you know what? I'm going to probably consider going somewhere else. Think about how powerful that is for a second. So when you sit here and you say, oh, I just respect your opinion, period. You guys aren't holding each other accountable. I can hold him accountable. He's a man. I can hold any man that I meet. As a matter of fact, I'm very honest. When I meet a guy, I tell him real quick, yo, cool, yo, how you do? I have guys come up to me all the time. Yo, what's up? Oh, good show, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, cool, thanks, blah, blah, blah. I don't give people my energy, right? But if I do talk to you, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm always honest. If there's one thing I am, that's why I always tell people on this show, thanks for the honesty, because I know being honest is hard. I get hated on every single day. After every single show, I get DMs. You're a misogynist. You hate women. Why? Because I tell women to save themselves for marriage. Because I tell women that they shouldn't have to work 50-50. Because I tell you guys that you shouldn't have to worry about focus about being a CEO or a boss babe. I'm literally telling you guys that you guys are so special that you guys should have a vet the right guy to take care of you. Yeah, but what if we don't want to be taken care of? What if we want to take care of ourselves? Okay, cool. I respect that too. But just because I tell the women that come on the show that you deserve better, you're gonna get mad at me. I get called a misogynist every single day. Every single day. How about this? Who here thinks I'm a misogynist? Okay. All right. Okay. But here's the thing. A lot of women won't say anything and then they'll go home and DM me.
Yeah.
You're a fucking misogynist. You told me that because I had 25 bodies, there might be a chance that a guy won't date me seriously in the future. Why, how dare you? And I'm like, I just told you the truth. Most guys will date you to fuck you, but how come you're still single? How come you haven't been able to retain anybody yet? Oh, just because I choose to be single. No, you don't. Because when she was single, I came up to her and I said, yo, listen, I'm intentional about you and I want to be with you. And here's the thing. Women can be like, oh, well, she chose to be with you. Here's the thing. Even if she didn't want to, right? If I worked my ass off day after day after day after day and I pursued her, eventually something in her would say, yo, what's up with this guy? Why is he pursuing me so hard, right? And she would open that door. This is what happens. Look at all the love stories you guys fall in love with, right? The guy always does something simpy that like gets the girl to fall in love. This is facts. Okay, cool. Nobody. So why am I misogynist real quick? I was just okay. You were just joking.
Yeah.
Anybody here want to give me
You know what it is? you always say this.
Mhm.
It's not what you say, it's
That's how
how
I
you
say
say
it.
it.
Yeah.
And also, for you, most of the girls that come on here and they sit and they listen to you, they know what you're saying is true.
Mhm.
They might not agree with it, and they might not, be on your side in that moment,
Mm-hmm.
because also the things that they're scared of what their family, their friends might watch, and
Mhm.
their opinions that they might have. People are always trying to side with everybody's ideas. They're
Mhm.
not trying to stand out and be on their own, on their
Mhm.
morals and their values. And the way that you say things come out like as true as it is, it's hurtful to hear
Yeah.
sitting on that chair,
Because of their feelings.
exactly, because they're like, well, it is true, but damn, that hurts.
Yeah.
And they might not agree with it at the time, even though if you go home and you sit back and you actually listen to that, you're like, damn, that's true.
Yeah. I call it the tough love, right? Tough love is what used to make people grow up to be good people. But when you take the tough love out of it and now you just coddle people and you're just super sweet and just nice, or you have today in today's society, if you hit a kid, the kid can call the police and you go into jail, right? Like you can't even discipline a kid anymore, right? So when we become, as a society, when we become so soft with each other, then people just do whatever they want. And I understand my delivery might not be the best way, but what's a nice way for me to tell you ladies not to be hoes? Like what's like what? And if
I think you already do a good job. Don't give yourself up to people that don't deserve it. I think that's
Yeah.
already a great job.
I don't
but
think your delivery is bad.
But
Yeah.
well, to certain topics, I could say it's like not to me, but I think to the people that come and sit here and listen to it, it can come in the world that we live in today. That
He's very blunt.
that caters so much to women. A
Mhm.
lot of women nowadays have big fucking egos.
Yeah.
It's a world of narcissistic
Well, think about it.
women.
She does OnlyFans. There's guys literally telling her every day how beautiful she is,
It's a
how
world
perfect
of
she is.
narcissistic women.
And I come in here and I'm like, yo, you're actually not that attractive. You look weird. You're dressed up weird. You're probably
And now
depressed.
you're the bad
And
guy.
now
I
I'm the
bet she
bad
would
guy.
look so nice in a floral dress with her hair blonde. Like, oh my god. Yeah.
Absolutely. So real quick, shout out to my boy Lord Peachy. So Lord Peachy wants to know. So this is a question that Lord Peachy wanted me to ask you. Do you have daddy issues? Are you schizo? What was
What's
the other one?
schizo?
Do you have a toxic boyfriend? I think the other one was like ADHD or something like that, right?
bipolar.
Bipolar disorder. Which one do you have?
I have a lot, but I don't think it's really any of your business.
Well, it's not me asking.
Like I wear black, oh boohoo, I'm fucking crazy.
Hold on,
like,
I'm-
and
that
that
wasn't-
shit you
that
said
wasn't
was
me.
rude.
Hold on. First of all, that wasn't me. That was someone that paid to ask you that. But number two, what was rude?
That like you look mid and like okay, I understand. I'm not like
I
the
didn't say you
prettiest.
look mid.
Whatever you said, like it was just rude. You
Okay,
could
but
have
you see,
said
that's
it better.
exactly what my point was.
No, but
the
you,
world that
like-
we live the world that we live in today is a world of narcissistic women. You can post a picture online, put a bunch of filters on it, you have 100 comments, 30 DMs, people telling you how beautiful, how amazing you are. You go on social media. What do they feed you? They feed you the content that you want to see. Yes, women are independent. Go get it on your own. You don't need no men. We can do this without men. That's the content they push out to you. Independence. They don't push out build a family. They don't push out go marry a man, and they don't push out cooking videos. They don't push out none of that. They don't push out how to clean a home. They don't push none of that.
Okay.
They push things for you to feel like you're the most amazing woman out there. There's no competition to you. Because why? Because then they can monetize off of you. They can monetize out of a single home. You can pay your own mortgage, and then another man can go pay his own mortgage. There's no family together. There's no union. They're monetizing off of people and making you feel like you're the shit, when in reality, you're not.
You're not. And also, you said you got mad because I called you mid. What would you rate yourself from 1 to 10?
I don't think I'm the prettiest. I just like, thought it was a bit rude to kind of like call me out like that. Cause I don't like be flaunting myself like I'm the
She's
best-
laughing at the chat, not you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like the prettiest thing in the world. Like I know it's just
Okay, so why would
Whoa.
you be upset at me telling you something that's factual?
not like just no, I'm not mad about
I'm
I
not
just
the most
keep it to
attractive guy in the
yourself.
world.
I mean,
don't- I
beauty's
wouldn't-
subjective though, so it depends on like.
Yeah,
who's
well, I'm
asking.
telling you that if you lined her up next to you three, most men would pick her last. And you can call it subjective, but that's a fact. As a matter of fact, chat, let me know. Yo,
I'm
chat,
not
The
that-
truth
chat,
hurts.
hold on.
honey.
Chat, let me know who out of these 4 ladies if you guys had to pick, who would you pick in order? Actually, chat, let me know, okay? And then also
Well, let's
Basil.
just do the rating.
Hold on,
Let's-
Basil. Who out of these 4 ladies, who from 1 to 4, who would you choose first? Go, make it short and concise.
1, 2, 3, 4.
3, 4.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're
Y'all
just
just
going-
don't fuck with
Yo,
emo girls.
Curtis, what about you, bro? Out of these 4 ladies, which one would you choose? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Why are we
Oh,
not
yeah,
including
it's
It's
the
her?
same.
okay. I
No,
get it. I'm
no,
black.
no.
It's okay. I get it.
I'm not
It's
including.
all right.
Hold on. I'm
no,
not.
it's cool, Eric.
Yo, hold on.
It's
I'm not
cool.
doing this because you guys
It's
are in the corner.
cool.
Real quick, Curtis, go ahead.
Hey, same lineup.
Same lineup. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, all day.
Okay, I do
Damn,
1.
Curtis got her.
You know
blushing over
what?
there.
No, I do 1 here. I do 2, 3, 4.
Oh shit! You picked a black girl.
Look, y'all just
She's
don't-
light-skinned.
You guys,
She's light skinned.
you just don't like my flow. You have to have a certain taste to pick me. A lot
Yeah,
of people
you right
will
about
pick
that.
me.
Damn.
But that's what he's trying to say.
Yo.
That like if anything,
Hey,
you're
Lord
an
Peachy
acquired
said-
taste for not the general population of men.
I like how I look. I would pick myself.
I mean,
That's
that's
great.
fine. That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yo,
that's
Lord
great.
Peachy said my size is L. Yo, come on.
I don't even what I Lord Peachy. I didn't see the super chat. I don't know what they're talking about, brother.
Basil's side is an L.
Oh,
It's cool.
okay. What
Black don't crack.
do you mean
Get with it.
his side? Like her size?
Like his
No, my
side.
side is
Like
an
Oh,
side
his
of the
side is an
table.
L. Okay.
Trey
shout out
said
to-
Zambia 1, red dress 2, carrot top 3. The 2 next to
Oh, Carrot
Basil are
Top 3.
disqualified for being overweight.
Okay.
I'm not overweight. I'm underweight.
Yo, who said
I'm
that?
the right weight.
Trey
Okay.
said that.
All right, cool. What?
Put this here.
I'll put this one here. Okay, gotcha. Okay, cool. So what I'm saying is, don't be mad at. Listen, I'm not the richest dude in the world. I'm okay with the facts. I know I'm not the most attractive guy in the world. The thing is, in society, women are so they're just lied to, bro. If we're keeping it honest, I wouldn't even say they're. Look, men lie to you every single day because they want one thing from you. That's it. I promise you, nobody wants anything more from you than sex. Promise you. Okay.
Yo, David, you're wild, bro. You're fucking chill.
Shout out to the chat, man. Ladies, what when guys are dating you, what do you think they want from you?
Me, my body.
Your body.
I
So-
mean,
so
like
sex.
off of a first impression, usually someone is like trying to get at what they see,
Mhm.
not like what's inside of
Mhm.
me.
Yeah. So would you say that ultimately guys are after sex?
Most of the time, yes.
Okay. What about you? What do you think they're after
When they're dating me
in general?
or just when they want me.
You're single,
Yeah.
right? Are you single?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you're right. There's a lot of
Sex?
guys out there that do
Okay.
want some.
What about you?
sex.
Initially, sex.
Okay. We already know. What about you?
I think they want to laugh.
Where's the cat at?
Oh, the fucking stream deck isn't working,
Yeah,
bro.
that's-
I don't know
was
if you
try-
can
I'm
reset
trying
it
to get
anyways.
Curtis to
How did
reset
that
it.
shit just go out
I
just
don't know.
randomly?
It's both of them.
Okay, all right. No, listen, ladies, and first of all, you're not delusional. Why are you acting delusional? You know, guys.
No,
want sex.
I'm saying like when I'm with a guy and I'm like bonding, I'm really a jokey person. Like
Mhm.
I like to make jokes. So I think like
You
that
think-
makes me
do,
in the
do you think if guys didn't want sex from you, they would even know that you're funny?
It's a fact. He's not lying. You
okay,
just-
that's true. Okay, that's true. I agree.
I hate when girls sit here and give me dumb answers.
Initially, sex.
Bro,
Then they get to know you.
There's
and they're
no
like,
guy
oh my
that's
God,
coming
you're-
up to you
you're
No,
for
good.
the
but in
personality.
my mind,
Because you
I'm
can't
like,
see
Have
personality.
you ever gone to the world and be like, I want a girl I can laugh with?
no,
No.
listen.
No.
In my mind, I'm like, oh shit, he thinks I'm funny, so he must want to be with me.
That is
I'm not
delusional.
Delulu world. She's in Delulu
I mean,
world.
it's not at the
She's
top
trying
of
to
the
cope.
list, but I'm sure like funny and humor is on the list. Like you
No.
obviously laugh with Jules.
That's
Like,
what I tell. That sounds
Of
like you're
course.
trying to cope.
And you're see,
No, it-
hold on. Shout out to her, bro. First of all, you're beautiful. You're young. You got a nice little figure, right? Why are you? What's up with you? Why are you so delusional?
because that's just what feminine energy does. Feminine energy is more about manifesting. Masculine energy is more about like doing and like action. So to manifest, you have to be delusional. So that is why.
Okay,
That is how I create my
I
reality.
appreciate the
by being
honesty. Is it
delusional.
smart though?
I mean, it works.
Really?
It's-
What have you manifested?
I think you need to manifest and put in the work, if anything.
I mean, obviously, yeah, you can't just like sit on your couch and eat potato chips and like not leave and do nothing.
Liz,
but
let me ask you a question. What have you manifested?
my whole life, where I live, what I do, I get to work in my passion. I make good money.
Okay, but you have to pay for where you live.
True.
You have to pay for everything that you have,
True.
right? So,
Doing something I love, doing something I would do for free.
but you have to work for it.
I agree,
right?
and I enjoy my work.
Yeah, but I'm saying, what's the definition of manifesting to you?
To just
Because there's a delusional definition and there's a real definition.
creating creating what you'd want to experience,
Babe,
creating
look-
a
babe,
reality you want to experience.
Look up the definition of manifestation. I want to make sure we give the right definition. Okay, so just creating a what?
Creating the reality you want to experience.
Okay, what about you? What
yeah,
is it?
but how can
Reality
you create
things. I mean, obviously it's through like action. Obviously you have to do things, but it's not from a place
So
of
is it
like
really-
effort. It's
so-
more of flow. Like you just
So is it really
flow with-
so is it really manifesting if you're actually like
Yeah,
going
doing
there?
it.
Can you go ahead and do
Yeah.
it? Go ahead.
Yeah, so it's an event, action, or object that clearly shows or embodies something, especially a theory or an abstract idea.
Okay, but if you just have an idea and you
then
don't work for it,
manifest
yes. But listen, can you listen? Yes, I understand manifesting. I want to manifest a mansion, right? But
But
you
it
could.
clearly says here the action of showing an abstract idea. So for that idea to be true, you need to put action towards it.
Yeah, so action is included in the definition of manifesting.
Yes, it's kind of like in
Mhm.
the Bible when they're like, "Yo, you have to have hope, right, before you go ahead and do something, right? Like the hope of a mustard seed or something like that,
Faith.
right? Faith. I'm sorry, faith, right? You have to have faith of a mustard seed, if
Mhm.
I'm not mistaken, right? You have to believe that it can happen, but you can't just sit at home and believe that it can happen and not do any work. So
True.
what I'm saying is, you're not just manifesting, you're working, right? My thing is, why not get with a guy that can just do all that shit for you? Why? Ladies, you guys are powerful. Your beauty is your
Mhm.
value. Why not say, instead of going to school for 8 years and going to college and going into student debt loans, why not try to find the best guy that I can find, make sure I vet him correctly, meet his parents, meet his family, make sure I know he's really who he says he is and he's not just giving me a 1 month, little act right there. Why not just go into that and say, I'm going to put all my chips into this guy?
That doesn't create fulfillment for everyone.
But
I'm weighing my options
weighing your options.
Weighing your options
between guys. Like
is basically
seeing what's out
wasting
there.
time, though.
Yeah, but you just said you have to vet guys and find the best. Like, how do you find the best if
Yeah,
you
but
don't
you-
like?
but you
it's not
don't-
like
you
just
don't go to a
out
bar-
and pick one. Like
Yeah,
you're
but
saying.
hold on. but
That's settling then. If you just pick out the first man that comes.
It's no,
As you
it's
said,
not
you have to
settling
date
if you
them
pick
for
the
That's
right
settling.
man. No,
Let
it's
him
not
pursue.
settling if you pick the right man.
Yeah, that's what she's
Yeah, that's
she's
what I'm
weighing her
saying, like,
options to pick the right
Seeing
man, but
who
he's
is
saying to
the
pick the
most serious, who can give me what it is I desire. As you said, let them pursue you for a year.
Yeah, but there's
So-
a difference, right? Like if you go to a bar and you pick 4 guys out of the bar, right? The way that I'm saying pursue a guy is make sure he's intentional about you too. Like you wouldn't just go up to a guy and be like, I want to date you and I want to make sure you're the one. You have to be smart about this, right?
I agree.
You meet a guy that's into you, and most guys that you're weighing out right now, I would say if they're into you or not. And if there was one that was really into you, he would stand out and he would be the one that would be getting most of your attention. But it doesn't seem like there is one guy out there like that for you, or otherwise you wouldn't be weighing. Because here's the thing: if there was that one guy out there for you, you wouldn't be weighing anybody else out because he would just be that one standout guy.
Or I just haven't known him that long, so
Okay, or
still
that.
giving it some more time.
Oh,
But,
I
but,
had
hold on,
a-
but even then, how long did it take before I told you that I was intentional about you?
It was the first day.
Speaking to the mic, bro.
The first day.
The first day. So the first day I met this girl, the first day I met her, I told her I was intentional about her. If a guy's not being intentional about you, he's really not that into you. Or he's faking that he's really into you because he's trying to get something out of you.
Correct.
But
Got-
I think you're using your experience as like to explain, the majority. But I don't think the majority of men do that.
Majority
and I
of
think,
guys, I agree.
I think it's like talking stage first, or like not even talking stage. They just don't go into you in the first day and like, hey, I want to date you.
Hold on.
And I think you're using your experience, but I don't think like everyone really goes through that.
Okay,
guy
hold
knows
on,
what
hold
he
on.
wants.
Bro, hold on.
Yeah, but like
Yo, fucking Leilani,
Leilani.
you're dating the wrong guys. That's the simple answer is you're dating the wrong guys. If all the guys you talk to don't want to invest into you, you're dating the wrong guys. If you're dating guys and how old are you? 18?
Mhm.
Bro, if you're dating 18 to 25, you're fucked. You're fucked. I'm letting you know right now. If you're dating 18 to 25, you're fucked. And I think the first show she came on, she was like, I wouldn't date a guy that's older than me, right? Well, go ahead and continue to get fucked.
So
I'm
you
gonna
keep
tell you why.
assuming things.
What?
Because I never said that.
The first day
and you're
she,
assuming
hold
I
on,
date
the
18 to 20-year-olds. So
bro, the first day she came on, she said she was in a poly relationship with another girl with a wealthy guy. And then she, if I'm not mistaken, she was also the same one that said she wouldn't date anybody. Or no, I think it was the blonde Cuban chick, right?
Yeah.
Was it a blonde? Okay, blonde Cuban chick. So would you date over like 10 years old? Would you date a 28, 30-year-old?
yeah.
You would date right now. You would date a 34-year-old.
Mhm.
You would. Okay, cool. Those are the guys that you have a higher chance of getting settled down with right now, because those guys already had their fun time. Those guys already had their whole phase. Those guys already spent their time building themselves up to have something valuable. Those guys are more likely to settle down with you. The 25-year-old is not. The 25-year-old is still finding himself. The 25-year-old is running through girls like you. So don't get your highs. The same advice I'm giving you is the same advice I would give my daughter. The same exact advice. Make sense?
Yeah, I agree.
Now, how old are you?
25.
25. Same thing for you.
I agree.
I wouldn't date 25-year-olds
I
if I were
wouldn't
you.
either. I don't.
And I wouldn't date anybody younger than you,
Definitely not.
because the guys you want, the ones that provide the lifestyle you want, they're like 35. And
Agreed.
how old is the guy that you're getting to know right now?
30.
30.
Well, actually, I'm dating a couple people, so I'm going on multiple dates. It's not like what?
You're dating multiple people.
Yeah, like going on dates with multiple people, getting to know people. What do you mean?
Like dinner dates.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't count that. Okay, cool.
I mean, that's what dating is. I'm not in a relationship with any of them, but I'm getting to know them.
So are you giving these guys like some false like sense of entertainment?
No, like I let them know that, I'm dating multiple people. Like I'm getting to know, like I'm very honest
And
about
when a
it.
guy hears that, what do you think his initial response is going to be? Do you think he's going to be intentional with you or take you serious?
Yeah, I mean, they still
No.
respond.
No, if you if I took out any girl and she said, "Yo, I'm talking to other guys too. I'm dating other guys. I'm going out to dinner with other guys, bro. I'm not going to be intentional with you. I'm like, okay, you're in the fuck category now. I'll play around now.
I'm not sleeping
gonna
with
take
any
you
of them, and
serious."
I don't plan to.
It
So-
doesn't matter.
doesn't
It's what a guy
matter.
hears when you say that.
So
That's
now
what he
you already
thinks.
cut that guy out. So even if you really like that guy and you want to be with him now, he doesn't want to be with you anymore because you just said you're dating other people.
Okay, but I won't like him or fall in love with him or have a desire to be with him if he doesn't prove to me that he is deserving of my exclusivity and commitment. So I don't worry
I think that's
about
backwards.
Why would he prove that to you if you're dating other people? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with what you're
No,
doing.
No, she does. Don't
No.
do that. Don't
Tell her
do
the
that.
truth.
No.
Tell her the
Do
truth.
that.
Okay, no, because in
Yo,
my
why
opinion,
can't
I just,
can't you be honest with each other?
This might be more fucked up, but if I'm doing that, if I am testing out different people, I'm not gonna tell them that I'm going around going on dates with different people to see who fits me. Like, why would I disclose that? Because obviously that's something
'Cause
that's
they ask.
unmotivating.
Yeah, but that's also
It's not
very,
like I just
that's
come
very,
out and say, "Oh, I'm dating other people." Like they
yeah, but that's
ask.
very deceitful though.
How's that deceitful? If I'm
Okay,
being
so if
honest
you're
about
dating
it?
me and him, right? And I'm
like if I let you take me out to dinner, like
hold on,
that's
you
what I
don't let
mean
me
by-
do anything. If I take you out to dinner, it's because I
Because I
want to
want
take you
to.
out to dinner,
And
right?
I agreed to
No,
go
but
to
being
dinner.
asked
Okay.
being asked that is different too.
Hold on,
Because
let
if
me
I'm asked
finish.
that question, I'm not
Let me-
gonna.
I'll get back to you. If you're dating me and him, right?
Mhm,
And I don't know that you're dating him.
mhm.
You're dating both of us. I'm already giving you my time and my resources.
Correct.
I'm gonna continue to try to pursue you
Mhm.
because I don't know that you're also entertaining him. Now, while you may think that it's the best thing to do, fine, I can agree to that. In your position, maybe it is the best thing to, but is it the right thing to do? I don't think it's the right thing to do. Why not just be honest? Because if
What do
you tell me I'm dating you, but I'm also dating 4 other guys because I'm trying to see who's best for me, then now I know, cool, you know what? I know you're not just serious about me. I'm gonna go ahead and
But we just met. Like, how can I be serious about you? I don't
Well,
really know.
I told you just now that men are intentional, right? There's some men that are intentional, and you have to filter through those. If I'm an intentional guy and you're dating 3 other guys, I no longer want to be intentional with you.
Correct.
So you're being, deceitful in a sense, right there. So what were you saying? You forgot. You're saying
So
that you
first of all,
don't.
you were gonna go against her, and then you said
I'm
something.
just
that we
unsure
didn't
how
agree
it's
with.
deceitful if I'm being honest about it. When
He
they ask
said
me
it was
about
deceitful. I just said
Hold
that
on.
I wouldn't disclose
Hold
it.
on. There's a difference between being honest about it up front,
Correct.
Mhm.
and being honest about it if someone asks us about it, right? So we had the trannies that came on here, and they were like,
Yep.
"Well, we didn't have to tell you we were trannies because nobody asked."
But they usually do
I didn't.
ask.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Sorry.
My response to the trannies was, I didn't have to fucking ask. Common courtesy would tell you, as a human being, I'm just gonna tell you who I am, right? I'm on your platform. Hey, listen, I understand that this platform is reserved for all women. I identify as a woman. I think I'm a woman. I did surgery to become a woman. So is it cool with you if we come on a platform? That's common courtesy. That's called respect. You know, her excuse was, I didn't have to announce myself as a trans because I don't owe you anything. Well, then why the fuck come on my platform? Why come on here and lie? So what I'm saying is, you telling a guy, listen, I'm on a date with you, but I'm also dating 4 other guys. It's different than you going on a date and a guy's like, so are you talking to anybody else? And you're like, oh, actually, yeah, I am. I'm dating 4 other guys. There's a whole difference right there. It's 2 different things.
Okay, I'm not dating 4 other guys, but what I mean by dating other people is, if I meet a guy, I find him attractive, I see things or qualities about him that I do like, he asks me out, I will go on a date with him because there isn't one guy I'm like particularly set on just yet.
So like talking to other guys.
Yeah, basically. Maybe I'm using the wrong word, but like
it's the same thing. Talking to other guys, dating other guys, letting guys court you, it's all in the same area.
Courting and dating, I think, is different. Dating is once it's solidified, once there's a relationship established.
Is me taking you out is not courting?
I said that's courting, but I don't think that's dating. Dating is once something is solidified. Once there is, hey, me and you are boyfriend.
That's not how she described dating, though.
I'm not, by that definition, I'm not dating.
She was describing courting.
Yeah, she's talking. I get what she means. She's like talking to guys and seeing which one is
okay. So we're talking about her situation. In her situation, that's courting. That's dating.
You're too smart for this.
You a question?
You are too smart for this.
How do you expect somebody to take you seriously if you do tell them, oh yeah, I went on 4 other dates this week?
Okay, I don't even have the time to go on 4 other dates. I do have other things to do. I do have like a job and things I'm working on, focusing on myself. But so when I do tell guys, I would say a positive response I've gotten is one of them saying, okay, that's okay. I really like you. I find you gorgeous. I want to be with you. It just means I have to apply more pressure.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, that's a positive response. And that's what someone said to me. And
where's that guy at?
What do you mean?
Where's he at? You still talking to him?
Yeah.
Liz, let me tell you something.
I think you're trying
when a woman is beautiful and young like you, right? Guys will say whatever the fuck they have to say to get to their goal. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that every guy's a liar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's some guys out there that will say, cool, I like competition. Majority of guys, however, will say, well, if she's talking to other people, I'm no longer viewing her as that girl. And I'm just telling you from my perspective, and most guys that I know, I would say, well, if I'm competing, I'm too busy. Right. The same way you just said I'm too busy.
Men like
I'm
competing.
too busy. Listen, I like competing with myself. I don't. If Jules was like, well, you know, 4 guys hit me from Dubai in my DMs, and yo, you know what? Go to Dubai, because I'm too busy right now. I'm sleeping 2 hours a day. I don't have time to compete with Dubai. They're done. They're probably already in their 40s. They got their shit done. I'm not competing with that. If you're with me, you're with me. If you're not, you're not.
I have a question. So you're basically saying like you expect like the woman you're going to go on a date with like to not like go on dates with other people, but if a guy can do it, like, you know, you'll have hella hoes and shit. Why can you? Why can't she? Just gender roles? Like, because who says? Are you basing your opinion off of religious matters, or is that just what you believe in? Because I don't believe in that. Like, she doesn't owe you anything just as much as you don't owe her anything yet. Like, just like she said, unless you solidify it, you have no right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, like, yeah, it's not something you want to tell somebody, but you know it's happening. And guys do it too, so what's the issue?
But aren't we talking about 2 people that are trying to get into a serious relationship?
Yeah, we're just talking about people dating.
Yeah, but like at the
dating.
beginning, like, what are you going to do in the beginning? Like, unless you guys, like, agree to like each other.
I'm not saying anything wrong about what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing. I've never been there. What I'm saying is, if I have 4 jobs, there's no way that I can give one main job my all. I'm doing too much. I'm too distracted. So I think when you're courting someone to date long term, you should focus on that person long term, exclusively. There's no way that I'm going to have the podcast and 4 side jobs and think I'm going to give the podcast my all. It doesn't happen like that. There's not enough time in a day. There just isn't. This is facts. So my thing is, if you're gonna go out, be intentional about it, and and make sure the guy's intentional about it, and that's just how you solve that. You don't have to go out with 4 different guys, and I don't know how many guys it is. You don't have to go out with 3, 4 different guys to be. You either know if the guy's intentional or not, and if he's not, and if he's not, move on to the next one. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Okay, you had something you want to say too?
I want to say something.
What's up?
Real quick, when it comes to the courting thing, my personal opinion on that is like, I think when you're dating or courting multiple people, you kind of lose the value in just like getting to know that one person.
Yeah.
And seeing
100%.
if that person is, right and good for you. When it comes to like talking to multiple people, it gets kind of like draining. You know what I mean? Because you're getting to know multiple people. Yeah, that's great. But it's like, in my mind, I start getting things confused, and I'm like, my friends start asking, "Oh, girl, so you talking to 2?"
Yeah.
Yeah, but you get what I'm trying to say. Like,
you understand what she's
lose the
saying?
value in just having that
I agree.
person.
Like, it
Do
can
you
be
really
draining.
agree?
I
Because
do.
you made a face.
No,
She
I agree with what she's
I'm
saying.
just
It's just that I
speaking-
think the misunderstanding is you think I have like 4 or
No,
5, 10
no,
guys in my
no,
phone that I'm
no,
constantly
no,
texting,
no.
and it's like I'm single.
Somebody said she's juggling sausage.
Who, me?
Liz, real quick, I'm honestly very impressed by you. You seem like you have a really good head on your shoulders. Let me ask you a question: does body count matter?
For who? Well, yes.
In general, in society, does body count matter?
Yes.
It does matter. Does it matter?
Yes.
Does it matter? Right here,
Speaking to my
Miss Carrot Cake. Does it matter?
Carrot cake?
does it matter?
I don't have an opinion.
You don't have an
yet.
opinion?
Not yet.
I
Everybody.
don't have like a solid answer to give you.
Okay. Does it matter?
Yes, body count matters.
Does it matter?
No.
It
Speaking
doesn't
of
matter. Speaking to Mike, I said this earlier. She was gonna
No.
do this, bro. I literally said it.
Sorry,
so put
it's
that
the
mic.
first time I did it. I'm
No,
sorry.
it's fine. No, I'm saying just push the mic towards her so we don't have this issue. I want to make sure I can hear you. So body count doesn't matter, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay, perfect. So what's your body count?
Dun, dun, dun.
It's a personal question, man.
You
I
just said
don't-
it doesn't matter though.
Yeah, but I mean, I understand it's like shameful. I just to
Wait,
me
wait,
it
wait.
doesn't
If
matter.
it's shameful, then
Shameful to me. Like I don't care if I have a friend or like even my partner if they do it. I just regret like the amount of people.
Okay.
But if
do it
body count
anyways.
doesn't matter,
Wait,
then
wait, wait,
why
wait.
would
You
be
just said
ashamed?
you
Doesn't-
regret
for
the.
me-
Hold on. You just said you regret the amount of people. Correct.
Mhm.
So translation, you regret the amount of people that you've had sex with.
Yeah, I always wish I was more modest, but like at the end of the day,
But didn't you just said when I was giving you advice earlier that even though I was giving you good advice, you were going to continue to do what you wanted to do?
yeah, because like
So isn't that counterproductive?
it
You're
doesn't-
literally on one hand you're saying, yeah, it doesn't matter, but then on the other hand you're saying, yeah, I understand.
we all have insecurities, and
Yeah,
to
this has nothing to
answer-
do with insecurity. This is just logic, right? This is critical thinking right here.
No, we can all have insecurities. Like to me, it doesn't matter to me. Like for my partner, if that's what your question was.
You just said that you wish your body count was lower.
Yeah, who doesn't? I mean, like
I
doesn't
don't.
have to. All right, well, it doesn't have.
What's your
to
body
be.
count?
It matters.
Okay, so what's your body count?
Why would I disclose my body count?
Okay, what's your body count?
They ain't going. Wait, what's
It
your body count?
matters, but why would I disclose
your body
it
count?
live?
Take guesses.
Get.
Take
It's
guesses.
under 10.
It's under 10.
4.
I give her.
Two.
I give her.
She's
I
a
got it.
virgin.
Well, are you a virgin? Yeah, I was about to say, are you a virgin?
There's no way she's a virgin. Hell no.
Yes, you weren't.
6.
That was close.
7.
She's at 7, and you are 19. Damn,
Yeah.
Miami, bro. They're born with 5 already.
So the next one's gonna be the last, though, right?
No.
I think this one might be.
Oh,
Okay,
you're
okay.
you're
You're
okay.
talking to someone?
I'm dating someone.
Okay, shout out to
Oh,
you.
okay.
What's your body count?
4.
4. What's your? Damn, it was 2 last time you came. What's
No,
your
it
body
wasn't.
count?
You're mixing me up
39.
with.
I'm kidding. What's your body count?
39.
I'm 45. If body count, why are you so confidently able to say 39?
Because it doesn't matter.
It
So
doesn't matter.
For men, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
But for women, it matters.
Why? Why shouldn't it matter for women too?
Why shouldn't it matter for women?
Yeah, like why can't women just say their body count and it not matter?
Because they know it's tied to their value.
Uh-huh.
Distinctly, men care about a girl's body count. If a girl is a virgin, there's guys that are gonna pay millions for that.
Mhm.
I want a girl that is pure.
Wait, that sounds disgusting. You're telling me people would pay
No, that's
millions
true.
of dollars?
That's happened before.
So you're telling me guys will pay millions of dollars for
Yes,
a virgin?
Not just that,
yes,
but
because this
like
girl's pure.
there's
That's
girls
disgusting.
that bid on like
So-
have people bid on their virginity.
So you're paying for a girl's virginity? That's disgusting.
It's disgusting for women to sleep around with multiple guys and be fucked by multiple guys, share DNA with multiple guys, and then expect to find a high value guy. And for a guy, period, to accept that. As men, we already settle for women because a majority of these women aren't virgins.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter. Fuck age. She could be a 25-year-old virgin. I'm going to value her more than a girl that's 18 with dirty bodies.
Mhm. So let me ask you a question. So a woman with 30 bodies, is she not valuable anymore?
In the sexual marketplace, no, she's not valuable.
Really?
As much as the girl
I
with
disagree
zero
with
bodies.
that. I think all women are valuable at all times.
I'm talking about the sexual
Do
marketplace.
you remember that girl that came on here and had 200 bodies in 1 year?
Correct. I would never fucking touch her with a stick.
Why not?
Because she had 200. She was ran through like you're easy access. As a man, I want to have to work for something that I can't,
Yeah, but what if she has 200 bodies and she's the best cook? She cleans the house. She's the best partner. She'll help you with your business. What about that?
I can hire people to do all that. I can't hire
No,
a
but the
virgin.
thing is with that, when a woman has 200 bodies and you're the man, you're with her as a man, other men are gonna be like, I had that.
Yeah, it's an
So
embarrassing
that's
moment.
why I think like it doesn't matter
But
at that
also,
point.
I can't pair bond with that girl anymore. This girl is emotionally detached from her whole reality. She had to go do something so mentally like traumatic that she had to go sleep with 200 plus people in 1 year.
Yeah, but you should feel lucky that even though she had 200 bodies, she's choosing to be with you.
She's not choosing shit. I'm choosing.
I
I'm
feel
letting
like
the
you're
girl to
being
come into my life.
sarcastic.
I'm just trying to
No.
I'm trying to make this show entertaining because these girls aren't talking, but that you see how stupid that sounds?
It's not a good argument.
The fact that I said that you should feel lucky that 200 dudes fucked your girl, but she's choosing to be with you. It doesn't even sound right when I say it. 200 dudes ran through my girl, and I'm gonna give her everything in my name.
Fuck no.
She could choose
She's
you
gonna
like
have my
she chose
kids?
all the 200 other people that she got with. It doesn't really matter.
There's no value there, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's
Sir.
absolutely no
Oh
value
shit!
there.
Hold on. Curtis, read that out.
Brothers, keep doing what you guys are doing, even if
All right, bro. Don't sound like Josh.
I
That
got
robot
it, bro.
shit.
I got
Get
it.
some
Shout out to my
energy.
man Arthur real quick. Damn, I'm trying to fix this fucking sound. They
Do.
Shout out to my man Arthur right there, man. He says, brothers, keep doing what you guys are doing, even if only 1%, 0.1% get it. Girls, just pay attention to Jules and E and learn.
Facts.
He did the emoji. See you guys soon. My man said, first of all, man, shout out to you and much love to you, brother. I really appreciate the
Yeah,
support,
appreciate
man.
you,
I really
Arthur.
appreciate everything. Every time you guys watch us, man, we would not be anything without you guys. I say this all the time.
By the way, the interview I did with Arthur is dropping tonight, chat.
Okay, cool. Shout out to my man Arthur, man. Hopefully we'll see you soon, man. Yeah, ladies, I hate to say it, but your value is tied to your bodies, and the more bodies you rack up, here's what's gonna happen when you meet some guy that's gonna fall in love with you in the future. You're gonna have to lie about your body count, or you're gonna have to accept that this guy's gonna be disgusted with the fact that right now, right, while you could have been building yourself for him, you chose to get fucked and slammed your whole fucking.
I don't live like for the purpose to find somebody. I live to live. I live for myself.
That is the
And
stupidest shit anybody's ever
No,
said on this fucking
I
podcast.
mean, like,
I
your
think
life-
that
who
is
does your
that
life
is
belong
just as
to?
stupid as someone coming on here and saying,
How? Like,
I don't
you're-
want kids.
How is that stupid? If
It's
somebody,
stupid.
If somebody doesn't want kids, they don't want kids.
Why do you have eggs then?
If somebody doesn't want
Why
kids,
do you have eggs then?
naturally?
Why were you born with
obviously-
eggs to
obvious-
reproduce?
I'm
So
trying-
for
I'm
you to
trying
sit
I'm
here
trying to
and say,
answer.
go ahead, you can say whatever you want, but the reality of the situation is women are meant to reproduce. Like
but
that.
we're like, we're different creatures. We're smarter. We
It-
don't have to.
yeah,
have
you're a
kids.
different creature because you think you're different, but you're not.
No, it's just somebody doesn't want kids. They don't gotta have kids. Kids are a pain in the ass. Like, if you can't afford it, why do you need it? If you're not mentally there, you don't
You're
need
gonna
kids.
regret that.
Biologically,
Virginia.
your
I want
purpose is
kids,
to come
but,
to the
like,
earth and reproduce and then leave.
We're people. Though. We're not like
Virginia. You want to know what's so sad?
caterpillars that
What-
just have to reproduce. We're more
Hold
than
on.
that.
Virginia, what's sad about your situation is that you're an able person. You could actually have kids if you wanted to. A lot of people can't. Okay, you're actually very privileged, and privilege is invisible to those that have it. Okay, and here's another thing: you're saying I don't have to live for somebody, but let me tell you something. We're actually social creatures here. Everybody, all of us are social creatures, and probably you're the most social of all of us because you're going through depression. When I went
No,
to
I am
let me
not.
finish. Yes, you are, bro.
No, I am
When
not.
I went to prison, right? I went to prison for 4.5 years, and I realized how much we need human interactions. Right? When you go in prison, there's prison, and there's prison within the prison, which is when you get into a fight, you go into this thing called it's
Solitary
called the
confinement.
solitary confinement. It's called the hole, right? Everybody calls it the hole. When you're in there, you're in this fucking little room, no light, no windows, right? You're in there 24/7, and you might get food, right? So the only light you see is at the bottom of the door.
I've been in something similar.
Okay, cool. Maybe an asylum, right? But here's what I'm saying, right? What I'm saying is you learn real quick when I was in there for all those months that yes, I was talking to fucking roaches, right? Like you find ways to keep yourself mentally sane because we are not meant to be alone. Whether you guys like to agree or not, we are not meant to be alone. And you guys are spoiled as fuck because now we have social media. So even if you're depressed, you can go online and someone will give you attention like this. But back when I was growing up, we didn't have cell phones like that, right? When I was a little kid, you were depressed. You were really depressed. Wasn't nobody hitting you up on DMs. You were actually really fucking depressed, right? So you're blessed in a way, but you can sit here and say, I don't want to have to live for anybody. Eventually, when you grow up and you mature, you're going to realize you're going to want to be with somebody, right? And if you're the minority that maybe dies alone with like 18 cats, because that's kind of the image that you give, cool. You're still going to be lonely. And when you die, those cats aren't going to give a fuck about you. I guarantee you, I actually make fun of him. He has a cat. Cats are the most stupidest animals in the fucking
I have
world.
a cat.
Cats are stupid as fuck. Let me tell you something.
Cats are
now, hold on.
stupid
You
as
want to you want to know what happens when you die and you have cats? They start to eat on your flesh, bro.
Dogs do the
No,
same
they
shit.
fucking don't. No, they don't.
The dog will
Bro,
die with you.
I've
No,
seen
no.
dogs in
Hold on.
movies do
And-
that shit.
Really?
In a movie.
Oh, wait,
Yo,
Tonto.
in real life, a dog
Ain't
will
no
fall
way.
apart
that
for
is
an
the
owner.
that is the first dumb thing I've ever heard her say.
Be the dumbest
No,
thing.
That is the
that might be
dumbest
the
thing
dumbest
I've
show
ever
on the
heard.
podcast. That is
Bro, listen, she's probably talking about wolves.
right.
So what I'm
No,
saying,
the wolves won't either. They really fuck with
no,
you.
the dogs are
That's a lie, bro. I swear.
dogs are very loyal. If you ever see like stories of dogs, bro, there's a story of some dog in Japan. This nigga went every single day to like the last spot where he saw his owner for like 20 years until he died. They made a statue of this dude because he kept like I forgot what it was.
Hachi.
Yes, that's who he is. They made a statue of this guy because every day I think his owner went on like a voyage and he died at sea.
And he didn't come back, so then the dog would go to the train station and be
every
like under the train.
fucking day at the same time. And it got to the point where they built a statue with this dog. That's how loyal dogs are, okay? That's how they can be. Most dogs are going to be loyal. If you die next to them, they're going to die with you. They're not going to eat your ass. Cats,
Not like
they'll start. Cats are like, fuck you, nigga, you dead.
Some dogs actually, after their owner died, they get so depressed they stop eating, and then they themselves they die. Like they choose to literally not eat and
Yeah.
die.
Yeah. Fuck cats.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Anyways,
cats.
go ahead.
I don't know, the argument saying that dogs are like less smart than them. They can't live on their own while cats can live on their
I'm
own.
No,
not-
that's not.
I
a
didn't
dog
argue
can
that.
live on
Yeah.
its own. If you've been to any country in like South America, you'll see dogs on the street just
Yeah,
roaming
but
around and not wanting
They're
to be
skeletons.
living with someone else.
They're
No,
almost
No,
No,
they're
no,
not,
no.
especially
No,
not in
no,
South
no.
America, because in South America, our people feed them.
Oh yeah, we take care
Our
of
neighbors
them.
feed them.
Okay, here's what I'm saying. We're
But
gonna get
that's
away. We're
because
gonna get away from
people
the
are
cats and dogs.
helping
Hold on. We're
them.
gonna get away from the cats and dogs. First of all, cats rule. I mean, cats.
Yeah, facts.
Dogs.
Facts. No,
dogs
no,
rule.
no, no. You fucked it
Cats
up.
rule.
You already fucked it up.
Hold on. First of all, let
Sorry.
me put this out there. If you're a grown ass man with cats, bro, that's a red flag. That's a fucking red flag. Okay, that's a red flag. But okay.
And the crazy thing is, he got a cat that looks exactly like him, bro. That black cat.
Are you saying it's a black cat, bro?
Bro, she
Bro.
said you got a cat that looks exactly like you. Get the
No,
fuck
just
out
the
of here.
body length. That cat is like tall or some shit. I'm fucking.
Bro, I'm just a good man. A stray
No,
cat,
bro.
a stray cat had babies, and I took the kitten in.
That
man.
cat
Fuck
don't
y'all.
give a fuck about nobody.
I told him
Look,
to throw that shit away.
look, I'm just a busy person. I would rather dog keep it a buck with y'all, but
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of men on the chat that have cats.
You guys are some fucking weirdos, man.
Repo says suck it.
Some fuck no, and I but
That
and
bitch has a
first of
cat.
all, Repo has dogs and cats.
Yeah, he does.
So
Yeah, I got Repo's cat.
yeah, I don't know how he does
Well,
that.
he's the
Listen,
baby.
man, I personally cats are. I'm cool with them existing out in the world. I just don't want them around me. Okay, I'm a dog
Bro,
person.
cats are
They're
trifling.
fucking
They
weird.
will
Dude,
literally
here's a
switch
fact.
on you.
Yo, here's a fact. Fun fact. If you have a
You like
cat,
bipolar.
if you have a cat and you're sleeping, the cat will actually get on top of your chest and take your breath.
Why do we have to
That's a-
talk?
that's
Can
an
we
actual
change the
fact.
topic?
No, no, no,
They
no,
like
yo,
sit
yo.
on your
No.
face.
No,
They
hold up.
literally just
Yo.
lay on your face.
This is- no. What
I
I'm-
sleep with my cat every night.
I
Hold on.
don't mean all of
What-
them,
what
but
I-
I have
what I'm
heard
saying
of them.
is cats have the ability to do that. If you look it up, they have the ability to do that. We're gonna move on real quick from cats and dogs real quick. Here's another question for the panel. Shout out to the super chatters, man. We appreciate you guys so fucking much. Remember, guys, we're doing chat talk, so give your questions to Jules. We're gonna get to
I'm
that.
missing two. So you guys
And
can
you
go
know
ahead
what?
and
I
do some
will say
more.
this about the panel. I thought you guys were gonna be boring as shit, but you guys are actually pretty fucking lit. Question for you guys: Why do women have the freedom to do whatever they want in society, right? In today's society, and men have to be on a leash? So let me give you an example. In today's society, women can do whatever they want. They can go out to the club, right? They can go out to Vegas. They can go out to dinner with 4 guys. They can, fuck whoever they want, right? They can fuck whoever they want. Society's literally saying, be an independent chick, do whatever you want with your body, have sex unprotected, have sex with 10 guys, go ahead and get that abortion, do whatever you want, your body, your choice, right? They're pushing that in today's society. But for men, we're dogs, we're hoes, right? Why is it that way? Why? I'll get to you since you're smart. Why?
I mean, I don't have that perspective. I feel like it's the same for women. Like if you go out to bars and clubs and you're sleeping with multiple people, you're getting abortions, like society will call you a hoe and they will judge you harshly.
Okay. Do you agree with that?
I think maybe in America it is starting to become more, they're trying to make it more acceptable for women to do that kind of thing.
Why do you think that is?
I disagree with her. I disagree 100%.
Yeah.
Think about it. Women are empowering each other to do this shit.
I saw a post today on Instagram that was like, "Oh, just left the baby killing clinic," and I was like, "Bro, what
Yeah.
the?"
That's a very American thing.
Okay.
Like
my
abortion
question
and
is why.
pro-choice.
My question is why is it that women are being empowered to just do whatever they want?
Because it's women empowering women.
That's a good.
So
That's the smartest shit she said all night. Shout out to you. Damn. There's
It's
brain
true.
cells up
we're
there.
we're living in a century where it's all about like love your body and love this and avoid the standard, and women supporting other women, go out, do this, post yourself, do whatever you want to do. And that's just how it's like I've seen that progress more. But
And
I don't think that's the way.
I don't think like in general, I don't think women. I mean, we value each other, but not
No,
in
you
the way
don't.
that we should.
Yeah,
if
good
that
point.
makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
And I don't think women care about what men feel anymore.
That's a good point. Wow.
Yeah,
What about
I
you,
don't.
Virginia? I know you're pro man. So why don't you tell me what you think?
What's the question? Like the exact question you're asking me.
Okay. So why is it that in today's society, women are encouraged to do whatever they want sexually in every aspect, but men are still they're ashamed, right? Like we know that men
You're claiming men feel shame when you claim
what I'm
you
saying
have a
is-
lot of bodies, because that's like
you're twisting
looked
my
up-
words.
looked up upon.
You're twisting my words. Yeah, there's no denying that if he has more bodies than you, I'm gonna congratulate him because it was harder for him to get that. What I'm saying is in society right now, it's being encouraged for women to do whatever they want, right? Literally in every aspect.
I think society encourages everybody to just be themselves and not
That's
be
not
afraid.
true.
No.
That's not true because you don't see fat men on the cover of Sports Illustrated. Okay, you don't see body positivity for men. You don't see none of that.
But
You,
there's
It may
plus
not
size
be as
models.
common, but it's still there.
that's not the question.
Society's changing. It's always morphing. Like you may not see it, but you'll see it somewhere in Aventura Mall. It's not
Where?
as common. I don't know, but it's
You're making
it's-
up shit.
I've seen like larger men, like I think it was Old Navy, like one of those posters. I've seen
But why
it
would you try to
before.
make an argument for something that you're not gonna win? Like it just doesn't make sense. Like
Elaborate.
you're making an argument for fat men. That's not the majority. We're talking about the majority.
I'm just trying to make a point where you can't generalize everybody. Like
You
off of
can
that
because
shit.
it's the majority. So it's the general.
That's just a stereotype.
Yo,
though.
do you have a manager for your OnlyFans?
No.
You better get one
Why?
because you're not the smartest crayon in a box.
What is like
Because
this have to do with
your
the way
whole the whole
s-
entire
handle
show
my
you've been here
business?
because the whole entire show you've been arguing for some stupid facts.
Like what?
Like you're arguing for the minority. Like you're talking about some fat guy in Aventura Mall.
Old Navy.
At Old Navy. I'm speaking in
but
general.
like I'm telling you, like there are places you can see like
You named
hot
one place,
body
and I don't even know if it
positivity.
exists. You named one spot. I'm saying in society as a whole right now, women are just being completely empowered in everything.
Kind of yes and no. Like we're encouraged to just be ourselves. That's just the way society is right now. People don't agree with it, but we live in a society where can you just be yourself more and feel or fear less of the repercussions.
I feel like feminism is karma for women being what's the word? For how they didn't have rights before, completely. I feel like everything that's happening now, it's because of like the oppression from way before, and that's
Yeah,
why
you
like
know
they're
what he
acting out
told
so
me?
much.
Drunk
You know
on
what he told me
power,
two or 3 days ago? 20% of women back in the day voted to be able to vote
To
and
work,
have,
yeah.
and to work and do all that. They changed the law, even though only 20% of women wanted to do that. The rest didn't. But since 20% did, they changed it because of 20%.
Yo, shout out to you. You're getting smarter as the show continues.
No, I'm just talking.
Oh, well, that's true. Okay, that's true. All right.
I was fucked up.
And I
no, I'm just saying. She's
It
bringing up some
was,
fucking
but,
good
like,
points.
I've
The
just
chat-
been
she's-
listening.
The chat in the beginning, they were like, "Why is she so quiet?" Like,
No, because you gotta like sit back and observe sometimes. You can't just be like throwing things out and like trying to say something. Like I need to think about what I'm saying, especially here that there's other people listening to me and it's not just us at the table.
Mhm.
Bro, it's like she's not
Well,
missing right now.
You got a boyfriend, you said?
Yeah.
He's shooting his shot right now.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I got a producer too.
Yeah,
I shoot in the layups. I do lobs.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. He's passing lobs every night, apparently, even with the trannies.
I could be your first time touching the BBL,
Bro, I'm so pissed at you, bro. You know, ladies, you want to know what happened? The trannies were here, right?
Can't be mad at
Oh,
me
no,
for
no,
that.
no, no. The trannies were here, right? And the trannies got up and they were doing a spin. And one of the trannies was right here, right? And the tranny was like letting all the girls feel on her BBL. And Basil was like, Eric, why don't you feel on it?
He said he's never touched it before.
I was like, I've never.
He never
And
touched one.
he's like, Jules wouldn't mind.
Was this before or
Nah,
after you found out?
that
No,
was
this was
before.
before,
No,
right?
No. But you know what's
He
more
was
fucked up?
definitely
No, you know what's more fucked
was
up?
setting you up.
No, Jules knew the whole time.
From the start.
Hey, yo.
No. The chat knew.
Yeah, chat knew.
Listen, I did not one ounce of anything inside of me said, okay, he might touch that ass.
But what if
knowing
I
it's a
did?
girl.
Well, yeah, like
So
what if I
I
did?
I trust you.
What if I was
I'm
like-
like, he's not gonna touch that. There's no way.
What if I
I
did?
would have jumped on you
Bro,
to not
bro,
do
I-
it.
Did you look though?
Like-
That's the thing.
Bro, I would have. Hold on. No. Yo, listen. Hold on. Yo, I would have legit gone.
In his mind, he was probably like, "That's a
Yo,
nice ass."
even Curtis is in the back.
Yo, he's trying to get out the spin cycle so bad.
No. I looked at that shit. Yo, go back and watch my face. I went like this. I was like, bro, because I'm not a BBL guy.
Yeah.
I hate BBLs like that.
He's not lying. He doesn't. He likes all natural. He likes all natural.
I like natural shit. You feel me? I got a Brazilian because I didn't want the BBL. You feel me? So
Period.
I hate the BBLs. I hate the fake lips. I hate.
That shit looked so bad too.
Yeah, I hate
Oh
all
my
that shit,
god,
bro.
man.
But the fact that you were encouraging me to touch that, bro. Imagine
no,
if
if she was sitting right next to him,
he would have touched it.
touched it.
He would have
No,
touched
I
it.
wouldn't.
touched
No,
it.
I wouldn't.
Yes,
No, I
you
wouldn't.
would have, bro.
No,
Get
I
out.
wouldn't do that on live.
You
bro. I
made-
wouldn't do
Yes,
that.
you
I
would
wouldn't
have.
do that.
Yes,
Yo,
you would have.
You made her spin twice.
He would have.
Yes, he was like, oh, the
I'll
child.
leave. I'll leave.
Why are you exposing him?
Watch out.
Wait,
Yo,
Eric.
he said, yo, the chat wants you to spin twice.
But it was you that wanted.
He's trying to blame the chat.
No. That same girl, I tried to throw it to Curtis though. I tried to throw both of them to Curtis. I ain't want that.
I'm not getting in the spin cycle with y'all. What?
Yeah, that's crazy, man. No, that's fucked up. But here's the thing, though. If I had done that, I would have gone home and really.
You would have been.
I would have been
hurt.
mentally. I would have been.
You would have been hurt. You would have been
and
hurt.
that's a
You
problem.
probably would have broken up with me too.
Oh yeah, for sure. Me and her would have been done.
Yeah,
I would have been like, bro, you knew, bro, get out.
Yeah,
Dead ass,
for
bro.
sure.
Yeah, that's not cool right there.
Nah, for real. Like that's a huge problem because guys do really self-delete over shit like that.
Yes, they do.
Someone's gonna die, either the trans or the guy.
100%. Ladies, I have a question for you, and make sure if you guys have a question for us, please ask me too after this one, real quick. And guys, if you have any questions,
Wait,
make sure you guys super
hold
chat that. Hold on, real quick. Make sure you guys like the video, guys. Like the video, help us with the algorithm. What's up?
Nah, he was trolling. Okay, no, Snowball said you rated
He did.
a 12,
he did.
12 out of 10.
Yeah.
But
Guys,
he was trolling.
I
Yeah.
was trolling, bro. I rated one of them 12.
They
like a
remind
12.
me. They remind me every day on
Yeah.
the chat. They're like, Jules, never forget. He
Yeah, yeah.
rated it a 12.
Bro,
I'm
I was-
like, I will never forget.
I literally trolled. I trolled. Okay, shout out to you guys, man. If you have any questions, man, go ahead and super
And
chat.
shout
that.
out to Diana, like just became a subscriber.
Diana.
Yep.
Oh, shout out to Diana, man. Welcome to the family. Yeah. Welcome to the family. Real quick, guys, make sure you guys ask Jules any questions. We're gonna get to the chat talk soon.
I have some already. I can't get over
Yo,
this.
some of the ladies are looking at us like, fuck these weirdos. Fuck these weirdos. Okay, question for the ladies, real quick. Is the pay gap a real thing?
Yes.
Damn.
Bro, fuck.
The
Okay.
what?
You're so
Quick
good.
with it now.
Is the
So
pay gap a
good.
real thing?
Pay gap?
Yes.
What's that? Is
Between men and women. Men
Mm.
men make
How
more
men
money.
can get paid more than women.
that?
Is that a
I've
real
heard
thing?
about that a lot.
Okay, is it a real thing in your opinion?
Yeah.
It is. What about you?
I've heard about it, but I haven't like verified the facts, so I don't really know.
Okay, would you say yes or no if you had to lean towards one?
Do you believe men get paid more than women? Yes or no?
If we're doing like the same
The
exact
same
job,
job.
Yes.
Yeah.
I really can't say. I
Okay.
don't know.
All right, moving on. What about you? Is it true or false? The pay gap. Girl, you
I
had
think-
10 minutes to think.
I think it's true. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. So for the ladies that said yes, it was 1, 2, 3, correct?
She didn't really say
I
anything.
don't
Oh no, I'm
know.
sorry. Okay,
I
cool.
haven't seen the
So you
facts.
you said absolutely. How is it true?
I remember verifying it was like something 0.13% less or something, or 1.3. It was something within like the low regions, but I know it's true. Like they get like an extra or less 73 cents per hour around that. And I know from experience, not my personal experience, but my close friend, his mother, his grandmother actually, when she was working around like the 80s, she worked the job as a car salesman, and there was these rivals, like you have to sell more.
Mhm.
They tried to sell more than her, and she ended up selling a lot of the cars and making like most of the money for the dealership, and they paid her compared to the other sales guy who made a lot less. She made, I believe, since it was like the 70s, she made like 35 while he made 50.
Okay. So my
So-
question to you is this: if it's cheaper to pay women, why don't we just hire all women? Why don't all the companies in the world say, "Hey, listen, I'm paying women less,
Good one.
Because we live in a capitalistic
right?
society.
I'm paying women less, so to save money and make more, why not just hire all women? Why aren't companies just hiring all women?"
Because it really depends on availability. Like there's a shortage of people working nowadays. You're gonna take what you can get, and paying women is only a couple cents less, but that wage gap is still there.
Yeah, but that's not necessarily true.
I feel like
Quality of
it
work
is
is
most-
going to be different.
I'm sorry. What were
The
you saying?
quality of work is going to be different
In what way?
between a man and a woman. Also, depending on like the job, men are more workers, I guess. Generally, like it's seen that way. Maybe I don't believe that, but that's just what I know most people believe,
Hold on.
that they're made to be like
But
workers and they
you
work
said
better
you
than
believe
women.
in the gender, like the gap, the pay gap.
Yeah,
But then you said that.
because it really depends like what career you're talking about, if it's going to be a better fit for a woman
We're
or a
talking
man.
in general here. In general. Okay. So if what you're saying is true, wouldn't it make sense for all companies to just say, let's hire all women, we'll make more money and we'll save more money, And I know what you're saying. Oh, well, whatever's available. But companies can literally just say, listen, man, it's not a good fit. We're going to go somewhere
I think
else.
if they hire all women, a lot of work is not going to get done.
Okay.
A lot of the construction work is not going to get done either, or not be able to be done in a sense either. So.
All right. Anybody else want to add to that? What about
I feel
you?
like at some point, majority of women are going to get married and probably aren't going to continue working, or they're going to have kids, take that time off to raise their kids. So it's probably not smart to have all women, because
Okay. What about you?
maternity leave.
I think the qualifications needed to work the job may be different. So the men might be more qualified than the woman, depending on the tasks.
Okay. Well, here's what I think, right? And chat, let me know what you guys think too, man. Here's what I think. I think that the gender gap thing is not real. It's just not. First of all, if I go to a job interview and you go to a job interview, chances are I'm going to argue for a higher pay. You're not. Women are just more agreeable by nature. You guys aren't competitors by nature. You don't want to compete. You don't want to go and argue with this supervisor that's interviewing and saying, listen, you're going to pay me $20, but I think I deserve 25, right? You're not going to do that. And men are more likely to do that. Also, men are more likely to put in more overtime than women. We talked about this on our way to the podcast today, right? We're like, well, what if a woman makes, $100,000 a year working 4 days a week? She's like, I'm good with that. But a guy would sit here and say, well, if I work 6 days a week, maybe I could make double, right? That's just how the guy's mentality is. So with all that being said, and we didn't even talk about maternity leave, right? Women on their periods, women don't want to come to work because they're sick today. Men don't typically have those excuses, right? Do you understand what I'm saying? You're laughing, but I'm proving my point.
I mean, I don't have like a job that I have to check into like that where my period would like stop me. But yeah, when I do get my period and I don't feel like engaging in society, I can just stay home and relax.
You see what I'm saying? I don't have that problem. I don't have to worry about a period. I don't have to worry about getting pregnant. I don't have to worry about going to get an abortion. I don't have to worry about having a baby. I don't have to worry about menopause. I don't have to worry about none of that shit. I can just go to work and continue going to work because I don't have the things that women have to deal with, which is why I say being a woman is very hard. You guys aren't equal to us. We're way better than you in every single aspect. We're stronger than you, right? We're more resilient than you guys are. We just need you guys to reproduce, lay down and enjoy it. You know what I mean? Just take it easy. That's what I would say. I would say that shit to my daughter too. I would tell my daughter, why would you want to grow up and go compete in a world where you could literally just live your life on chill mode? It makes no fucking sense. It makes absolutely no fucking sense. Now, you have dummies who want to sit here and say 50-50. I want to go on OnlyFans and sell my body and sell my pictures and have
At least
sex.
I got my own money, though. Like, I got my own money. I made myself. It may have been bought by the majority of men because that's what you're not going to see many women buying on there. It is what it is. It's my little side hustle and makes my own money. Like, there's no problem with that. I'm gonna encourage my daughter.
But you know what a good man's gonna say? He's gonna be like, my money, our money. Your money is your money.
Wait. Rewind. You said I'm gonna encourage my daughter to what?
I'm gonna encourage my daughter to be independent. She's not gonna have to completely depend on a guy to.
Yeah, see, this generation is going to shit. It's going to shit.
How is it crazy?
You're going to encourage your daughter to be like you.
To be herself. No, I don't necessarily want to see her on OnlyFans, but if she ends up doing it, what am I gonna do?
I feel like you want to say
hopefully OnlyFans not around by
really
then.
Independent.
Hold
Like,
on.
hold on.
I'm gonna help her. Like, obviously, as a mom, like, I'm gonna buy her first car. I'm gonna guide her in the right direction. But I'm gonna say you have the choice, to go with a guy, or if you want to be yourself, pursue a degree. I'm gonna tell her
That's
do
a
that.
horrible fucking advice.
How is that horrible?
That's
fucking
horrible. This
You're
is
being
why
your own person.
This is why overall, not all of the women, but overall, most women make horrible parents.
Yes.
Because you think that
No, 'cause
you
I'm
buying your daughter.
accepting and
No, I don't give a fuck
understanding.
about acceptance. Because here's the thing: you can accept your daughter your whole entire life, but when she goes into the real fucking world, the world is gonna reject her.
Why?
Just like that, because that's just the way the real world works. How about you? When you left your parents' home, did you have to work, or did the world just say, "Hey, you're beautiful. Let me just pay your bills"?
Hey, you're beautiful. Let me just pay you.
Is that what happened?
I mean, I did work.
You
Obviously,
have to work,
but like,
even though you're blessed because you're doing
yeah.
coaching, you still have to work. There's still some, and maybe you were the wrong example because you are definitely getting that pretty privilege. But most women have to work for their shit. Most women have to go 9 to 5s unless they want to take the easy route, which is OnlyFans. Being accepting is only cool when you're a little baby. I would never just be accepting of my daughter. I've said multiple times on this podcast, if my daughter comes to me and says, 3 guys fucked me in high school, I'm going to say, get the fuck away from me. I didn't raise you to be a fucking hoe. You dishonored me. You dishonored our family. You dishonored your name, right? I didn't put all my time and resources to making sure you were a good fucking kid to all of a sudden just go give yourself to 3 dudes that didn't even fucking know your last name. The fuck you think this is?
Did you do that in high school?
No, actually, in high school, I was in a youth facility, so I wasn't really having sex. I was homeless when I was 7. I went into the system, and then I was homeless, sleeping in parks, park benches, abandoned buildings. Then I went into group homes. Then I went into youth facilities. Then I went to jail. Then I went into prison. So I really didn't become an independent, free adult until I got out of prison, which was 23.
Damn.
And to be honest, there's really no excuse.
Into the mic, please.
Oops, sorry, my bad. But to be honest, there's really no excuse. I mean, you can excuse yourself, but to doing OnlyFans and prostitution and all that, when I was 15, like, I'm kind of similar to Eric in a way because I was in foster homes too, but to this day, I still have all my shit, and I have that because of me, and I've never prostituted myself. I have my own house, and I don't have a car yet, but we're working on it. But I have what I have because of me. You know what I mean? And I didn't have to prostitute. So you can do the same things. You can have all that stuff without doing that. You just have to believe in yourself and want better things for yourself, because 10 years from now, you have a kid, they're gonna know that you did OnlyFans. And I mean, you can empower them and be like, oh, it's okay to do OnlyFans. I mean, I only did it to help my situation. But I mean, to be honest, your kid is just gonna become just like you.
Okay,
in
here's
that
my
scenario.
thing. I understand that my delivery is not the best, so maybe I'm gonna have another intelligent woman give it to you in a different way. But here's what I would say: being accepting is horrible. When you become accepting of everything, then what's the standard? Then your kids can just do whatever, and you'll just be accepting.
There's obviously a limit. There's got to be a limit.
Well,
Like,
okay, your job as a person.
I'm not gonna make my kid feel like shit because they're not the way I intended them to be.
You're
their
a
own
parent,
person.
not a friend. You're
Yeah,
supposed
but
to
they're
be
their
your
own
kid's
person.
parent,
But
They're
hold
not
on.
their
your
own
kid's
person.
friend.
This is this
They're
person
their
that
own
you are
person.
raising. They came out of you. They're your person
Yeah.
until they can be their own person.
That's
Listen,
Yeah,
So you're
Virginia,
supposed to mold them into the person, the type of people that you want to put
Correct.
into the world.
correct.
yeah. I mean,
And you're gonna throw someone into the world that's just gonna do whatever they want to do.
telling my kid to just be
because she's gonna
themselves.
become just like you.
What's wrong with
Hold on.
me?
Listen to how stupid that sounds, right? Imagine right now, I have a son and I have a daughter. This is real. I'm not making hypothetical shit up. I have an 8-year-old daughter. I have a son who just turned 4. Imagine if I sat here and just said, it's okay, guys. Just be who you want to be. Do what you want to do. What the fuck type of advice is that? It's my job to mold these kids to be great adults for society.
Yeah, but then if
it's
they
my
don't-
job to make sure my daughter's not a hoe. It's my job to make sure my son is a good man and he's protecting of women and he treats women the right way. It's my job. If I told my son, just be whatever you want to be, son, I'm accepting of you. And as long as I accept you, who fucking cares about what the world thinks about you? That's horrible advice.
Mhm.
My job is to mold this kid to be something similar to myself. And granted, maybe I fail. Maybe he does whatever he wants to, but at least I did my job. At least I tried, right? I'm not accepting of who he is, which is why I said if my daughter got ran through, as much as it would hurt, because my daughter's the love of my life, I love her more than anything else in the fucking world. She's my best friend. I would say, listen, I'm disappointed in you. Get away from me. There's consequences for that. There's got to be consequence. Everything in life matters. I throw this fucking pen. It may feel like it doesn't matter. Someone's gonna have to pick that up, or someone could fucking slip on that and fall. Everything fucking matters. In the world, everything matters. And women live for today. They don't live for tomorrow. Women live for today. Right now, you're living for today. So you're not even thinking about what's gonna happen 10 years from now.
Mhm.
But when 10 years happen and you hit that fucking wall and guys aren't buying your OnlyFans anymore, you're gonna have a fucking sad reality.
Okay, so tough love doesn't work for everybody. Like, obviously, it didn't work for me.
Wait, I think what he's saying is guidance. I think a child needs
No, like,
guidance.
you're-
And what
like,
he's saying is
basically,
the child does
what's
need
gonna happen
guidance,
to your
not
kid
tough love.
if they're not what you want them to be? They're gonna be stressing out, sad. They might become depressed for not living up to your expectations.
They don't
And
need to.
concerning me and my OnlyFans, I'm working towards more things because if I'm obviously going to utilize something that's easy, I'm going to make easy money. Why am I not going to do it? While I'm still pursuing my degree in criminal justice, I'm doing as much as I can.
You understand that those two things are very conflicting.
Mm-hmm.
OnlyFans and criminal justice.
Oh,
You literally will have a background check ran on you because of your
Yep.
W-2.
Yeah, but I'm not going to be a cop. I still got time to decide. And
So what do you want to do with it?
What are you gonna
What
do?
routes? What routes are there?
well, what I could do is become a criminal defense attorney and go into public defending, and then
People are gonna
Go
use that against
into-
you, though. People are gonna use
Absolutely.
your
if I have
OnlyFans
the, if I have the
against you.
qualifications for
Hold
it,
on, let me
it's
tell you something. Do
likely-
you know who W.Y.N. Melly is?
Yes.
Yeah.
His lawyer went to jail, and they're dragging her in court because of that. Because they're saying, well, look who he hired. He hired her. That represents him,
But
right?
does she get the job done? Like, that's the question. If she
No.
gets it done,
No.
I think it's still in
Then
jail.
that's
He's
not a
still
good
in jail.
example.
No, what I'm saying is people will use your past against you. When I came out of prison, guess what? People were using my past against. I couldn't get a job at a government building. I couldn't get a job at fucking McDonald's. They ran background checks. So the only jobs I could get was commission-based jobs or serving jobs. Right? Your past does matters. You live in a world right now where you feel like it doesn't matter. You can get away with everything. Reality is gonna smack the fuck out of you. And when it does, you're gonna be like, damn, that ugly dude at Unfiltered Podcast did
I
tell me
should've
that
been.
shit, right? I'm just telling you. Can you maybe womenese that shit to help her understand what I'm saying?
I understand you. You don't gotta translate it.
You understand?
Like,
me?
if you want to say it again, just say it again.
Wait,
so
so
I could
you
understand.
understand me, but you don't agree.
No,
Okay, that's fair enough.
I have a question.
I understand. Like, it could affect me, but let me make my own grave. Like, I've heard like stories where this porn
All right,
star.
then when that time comes, don't regret
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Don't regret shit.
Just
Live
stand on
with
it.
it.
Yeah, just stand on it.
Yeah,
What
I
were you
guess
saying?
So.
I don't know if this is too personal or not, but I'm just curious as to why you had went to jail. 'Cause
I went to jail because I was very misled. I never met my father, and my mother gave me up when I was a kid. So when I went to group homes, first of all, I was homeless before I went to group homes, but I would run away. And the only people that I knew were the people that I knew when I was going to school. So naturally, since they were the only people that were nice to me, I kind of held on to them, and they were friends of mine that also were coming from single mother homes, and they were doing whatever they wanted because we were like 11, 12 years old doing whatever the fuck we wanted. Like, their mothers couldn't tell them anything because they were too busy working at Wendy's for 12-hour shifts. So that we were alone at their house, right? And even when they came home, it's like the mom doesn't have the energy to run around their sons and try to discipline them, right? And even then, at 12 years old, nobody gives a fuck what your old lady has to say. Like, you do whatever you want. She's not being a parent, so why are you gonna respect her, right? Anyways, I had a friend who got jumped by some dudes, and we found out where one of them lived, went into his house, beat the fuck out of him, and I put a gun in his mouth. So when the police came, we did our thing, ran away, got arrested, and went to jail. So actually, funny story, I had an opportunity because I didn't have a criminal record to get like really low time, but I felt like I was a victim and I hated everybody for it. So the judge asked me to apologize to the victim.
That jumped your friend.
That jumped my friend. And I was like, who the fuck are you to tell me who to apologize to? And I said, fuck that dude. And then the judge gave me the most time that they could give me.
Imagine, bro. He looked at a judge and he was like, "Who are you?"
Yeah, I was like, "Who are you?" And mind you, I'm just a stupid kid, right? I'm a stupid kid. I was 17 and I got tried as an adult because when you're 17, technically you're a juvenile, but depending on the crime, they could charge you as an adult. And so that's what they did. They tried me as an adult.
Was the judge black?
Nah, actually, yeah, it was the light skin. I
Guy
don't know if it was black or not, but it was definitely like it looked like it was a guy. It looked like her. So maybe
Black.
I guess I'm assuming it was black. Yeah, I remember his name,
What?
Jeter, Judge Jeter.
Damn, you remember the name?
I remember the name, Judge
Yo,
Jeter.
chat,
I'm
find
about to
it.
look that shit up.
Judge
Chat,
Jeter.
find it. Find it right now.
Judge-
Baltimore.
Judge
He's
Jeter.
probably not a judge anymore.
Nah, he's definitely not.
Hell no, he's
Definitely
probably
not
old as
anymore.
fuck.
But what I'm saying is, listen, that was my pride talking right there. That was me being so injured that I could have helped myself. But instead, I said, who the fuck are you? You've never done anything for me. What it really was, if I'm being honest, it was a cry for help. It was a cry for help, but I didn't know how to ask for help.
Mhm.
Right. So
Would you have that judge on?
would I have what?
The judge on the podcast.
Nah, fuck that judge. Fuck that judge. Fuck that judge, bro. Nah, it wasn't the judge's fault.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
real quick, man, we have some super chats. My man David Jones says, Goth guest, when you say that you want your daughter to be independent from a man, what kind of man are you talking about? That's directed at you. Please speak into the mic. Go ahead.
I mean, I'll encourage her to have a man who will, if she chooses to have a man or woman, I'd be accepting of both.
God bless your kid.
God bless you.
Because
God bless
I'm
your
not
kid.
judgmental. It is what it is. People are gonna be gay. I'm not. What am I gonna do? Treat them
Yeah,
like
but
shit?
your kid is the way they are because you encourage them to be
I'm
that
not
way.
encouraging them. I'm
Yes,
telling
you
them it's
are.
okay.
Enabling it
happens.
is encouraging.
Hold on, what if I went to my son right now and said, because remember he's 4, I said, listen, if you decide to be gay, I'm gonna be okay with it.
That's encouraging.
I'm literally planting a seed that doesn't need to be
I'm
there.
not
Because here's the thing,
encouraging.
right? If he wants to be gay, he'll decide that shit on his own. But if I'm sitting here saying, by the way, Maddox, first of all, if my son was gay, I would have to disown him. I would just have to. My son's not gonna be that.
Why is it that deep though?
It's
Why
that
is
deep.
it so
It's that
My
deep.
son ain't
Hold
gonna
on.
be gay either.
It's that deep.
Why is it that
Let me
deep?
tell you why
Wait,
it's
I'm
that
actually
deep.
wondering.
Let me
too.
tell you why it's that deep, because that's my fucking legacy, and I'm not gay. Okay, and I think it's beautiful to be a heterosexual man. I think it's beautiful to be with a woman. I think it's beautiful to take care of a woman. I think that's just the way I was born, right? And
That's the way God wants you to
because
be.
I feel like I'm gay, I'm not gonna. If I felt like going to kill someone right now, I'm not gonna do it.
That's not how being gay works though. Like you don't
Being
you
gay,
don't decide
being
to be
is
gay.
a-
You just feel it. Nobody wakes
There
up.
you go. You
Exactly,
just feel it. You said that. I
exactly.
said if I felt like going to kill someone, I'm not gonna do it. You don't go based off life on how you feel. When I went based off life on how I felt, I went to prison.
Okay, so if that's the case, like you're kind of talking about it like you could control it.
You can
like-
control.
Can.
Okay, so if then you could just magically snap and
if I
feel
wanted
it for
to-
a man, right?
If I wanted to be gay,
Because
I
like
could
if
do it.
somebody's gay, you can't just snap back into heterosexuality. That's
Listen,
not how it works.
I think that's a mental illness. If I'm
That's-
being honest with you,
it's quite a
I-
natural thing.
well,
There's certain species of penguins, certain species of starfish.
that's the minority.
that-
Again, the
They're-
fucking
those are
minority.
animals.
You keep talking about seahorses and shit. I get this. I've done my
Actually,
research.
there's like
That's
a
the-
bunch of species that do.
The
like,
minority. If you
Yeah,
compare
but
it
you
to the
know the
majority, that's the minority.
You know the difference between species and humans? We have the choice. We can make the choice to actually do
But if
something.
animals are doing it without thinking, then
What are they
what's
doing?
That's
wrong
what
with
makes
it?
us human. That's the
Choosing to
good
be
thing about
gay?
making us human. We have the choice to choose
No,
what we
I-
want to
their
do.
ar-
and who
their
we wanna
argument
be.
is if seahorses can't choose to do it, I mean, if they don't have the choice to do it and they're doing it, then why can't
Really?
humans? Yeah.
Y'all really
That's
bringing
not
up
the argument.
seahorses? You want to be a
That's not
seahorse
the-
so bad, bitch?
that's-
Jump in the
Why
damn
would, I,
sea.
why would I
okay?
even compare
That's not
myself
the
to a goddamn
argument. You
fucking
can't control
seahorse?
love. You just simply cannot control
Yes,
love.
you can.
No, you
Yo,
cannot.
hold on.
You,
This-
do you
this
want to
dude-
just
hold on. Yo.
snap in love with me? Do you think that's how it works?
Listen, this guy right
That's
here
not how it
is like my
works.
brother. I got mad love for
Okay.
him, right? But I would never see a man in that way. You can love people without being that way.
Okay, but
right?
like it's the same with somebody who's gay, lesbian. Like they just say, I can't see you in any
You know how
way
many
attractive,
fucking
but
women
I
have
see-
come on this fucking show claiming they're lesbians, and then they're like, it was just a phase. You ladies go through these things like where you feel. Everything is about how you fucking feel. Today I feel like a fucking gothic chick. Tomorrow I want to go to the beach. Tomorrow I want to do OnlyFans. After that I want to go to fucking Cuba. Like it's just all about your fucking feelings. Men don't operate that way. We're very logical. I before I go to Cuba, I want to do something for my fucking life. Cuba's gonna be there. I can't wait. Like you guys are so privileged, bro. You are living right now based off men that are desperate. And you have the privilege to do that. A lot of women can't do that in the world. In the US, maybe, not in the world. Okay. Real quick, my lord, sorry, my lord, Lord, Lord Peachy says, this independent vampire is going home alone to her coffin. Basil, cover your neck.
It's already covered.
Okay, that's Lord Peachy. Shout out to the chat, man. So we're gonna do the chat talk real quick. Shout out
Well,
to
you can choose. You don't technically need to be all of them.
Gotcha,
I just
okay.
I have
put
a
them in there
question.
so you can...
who has a question? What's up?
I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
So, if you have a son and being gay is a mental illness, why wouldn't you help your son instead of disowning your son?
Okay, that's
That's a
Bro.
really good question.
bro. Does this shit work?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, that is a really good question. That is probably one of the best questions I've ever been asked there. So here's the thing, right? If it's a mental illness, technically it's something that you can't really help, right? It's a mental illness. True or false?
True.
Mental illness can be helped.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to get everybody else's opinion. True or false?
I
It
think
can be
mental
helped.
illness
It can be helped. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I would want to help my son, but here's the thing. The way I know that there's a lot of guys in the chat don't even agree with me. I go home and I watch these videos and I see the guys that don't agree with me, and that's fine. That's why I love these guys, right? My thing is this. They're my fucking kids. They're not your kids. They're not your kids. They're not your kids. They're my fucking kids. And I reserve the right to raise my kids the way I want to fucking raise my kids, right? So the way I'm gonna raise my son is I'm gonna make sure I love him to fucking death, but I'm also gonna let him know, hey, by the way, Maddox, when you leave this house, the world isn't gonna treat you like this. You better get ready, because it's what you're gonna see your sister go through is not what you're gonna go through. Your sister's gonna be privileged. She's gonna get a lot of things for free. Her beauty's gonna get her into doors that you can't go into. You're gonna have to work to get into those same doors, right? There's no way that me being active in my son's life the way that I am right now, and him growing up, if he grows up to be like that, despite me being in his life every single day the way that I am, then there's something about me that I failed. I failed completely. So if he does turn out to be that way, then it's something, it was out of my control. It really was out of my control. And at that point, I'm just going to say, listen, I still love you. Obviously, I raised you, but I can't sit here and encourage that. Being accepting of that is me encouraging that by default. I cannot do that. You got to get away from me. And there's still parents out there that do that. There's a girl that came on a podcast 2 days ago and said to me, my dad found out that I have 10 bodies and he won't talk to me anymore. And I said, good for him, bro. Good for him. And she's like, why? Why would you say that? Because he's letting you know that he's disappointed in your actions. He sees you as so valuable that the fact that you're sitting here fucking 10 guys that, by the way, you're not with, and they didn't give you anything in return, he's disappointed in that. So he doesn't want to have anything to do with that. So maybe he's saying, I don't trust you. I don't want to, I'm not proud of you. Get away from me. And now because you're so destroyed by it, you don't even want to fuck any other guys. It's kind of crazy how that works, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you say, oh, you should be accepting. But if he was accepting of that, she'd just continue fucking 10 guys and 10 guys and 10 guys. Before you know it, she'd have 60 bodies.
I have another question.
What's up?
So for the daughter example, the 3 bodies in high school.
Uh-huh.
So now
That's
that
wrong.
you explain it, I get the disowning part, but is that permanent? Like, will you never?
I can't say because I'm not there yet. But I think before I die, I would love to be able to look at my kids and be proud.
Before you die, what
Yeah.
about like a whole life and like their grandkids?
But that's easy for me. I'm not a regular person.
Oh wait, that's
Like
right. You don't
like,
have
like
emotions.
I don't have a well, think about it. I never met my father, and my mom gave me up when I was a kid. So I'm not a regular guy that's super attached to family. I don't have those,
Yeah.
families. I think family's the best thing in the world, but I also think it's what causes men to be weak, because you'll die for your family. If I want to get to you, I know how to get to you. I can just go for your mom. That's your biggest strength and your biggest weakness. For men, that's what it is. Because as a man, you would rather me hurt you than hurt your mom.
That's a fact.
Right? So that's our biggest strength and our biggest weakness. But for me personally, it's my biggest strength and my biggest weakness. I didn't have a family. I don't have a family. So I love my kids, but I'm okay with fuck it. If they're 21 and my son wants to be gay, cool, Maddox. I love you, but go do your thing, bro. I don't want to have nothing to do with that, right? I'm good. I'm good off that. And I would be really disappointed. And I want to thank you for bringing that up, because now I kind of want to have a second son. just to have like a backup plan.
Yeah,
you know
you're
what I mean?
hilarious.
I mean, like now I want to have a second
Why
son.
been they both were they turned?
Oh,
gay?
fuck,
True
bro.
size.
My son ain't not gonna be gay, bro.
Nah,
Yo,
bro.
no, bro.
Nah,
If
bro.
you have two like sons and they both are gay,
Yeah.
you
No,
fucked
bro,
up.
my son. I
You
put
You
this.
fucked
I
up
put
somewhere.
this.
You fucked
So-
up
I
okay,
somewhere.
put
see,
this
I
on
fucked
my
up.
son. My son will not be gay.
Yeah, bro.
You fucked up
And
somewhere.
here's the thing,
No,
guys.
bro.
Here's the thing. The population that's gay is not the minority. They're still I'm sorry, they're the minority. They're not the majority. So the chances of that are actually not that high. Let me get to these chat talks real quick. Shout out to the ladies, man, for being good sports. The first one comes from Versetti. He says, Jules, question I got for the panel. How often does Basil wash his hats?
But I answered this one already. I have 10 and I wash them every other week.
Okay.
You should have let
Why
us
did
guess.
they ask that shit?
I don't know, bro. I don't know what the chat be talking about, man.
That's because of
I
yesterday.
just every time I saw a question, I just
Okay.
highlighted it so you
I'm
can
gonna
choose.
read.
Oh, yo, yesterday was
I'm gonna
funny.
read one from Tap. My boy Tap, man. Shout out to my boy Tap. Much love to you, brother. Tap says, what would they do if a trans punched them? What they doing? So if a
Like
tra-
what are you doing if a
okay,
trans punched
so
you?
if a trans punched you, what are you
I'm being
doing?
A dog shit out of them.
Okay. Why?
I don't give a fuck. That's a nigga.
Okay.
Bro, that is they have the physicality of a guy.
Okay, let me
Bro,
ask you
just
something.
not a girl.
Just
Like-
think about a trans punching one of these girls.
Okay, I was
You
gonna
think
ask that.
that's
Hold
a
on.
fair fight?
So you're can you God damn it, bro. You know what? I did see your outfit before. You actually dressed pretty well. And you look like you're in shape. If a trans hits you, what would you do?
That's not a fair fight.
Call the cops.
Call the
Call
cops.
my man.
Okay. So much for equality, right? I
That's
thought we were equal.
Well, why are you calling your man? That's a girl. That's a woman.
I thought but
God said that's a man.
wait, but
God said that's a
okay.
man.
Didn't so
They
you
still have all the
believe in God. You
hormones
believe
of-
in God.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you said God said that's a man. Okay, God also said it goes the Father, the Son, man, wife, children. Did he
Did
not?
he say that?
What?
Bro, did he say? Are you serious? The man is the head of the household. That is in the Bible.
Yes.
Then comes the wife. Then comes
That
the
doesn't mean
children.
you're less
You're
in value. That
selective.
means you submit.
Wait. By
That means about
default, but hold on.
leading.
By
It's not
default,
about value.
hold
No,
on,
you're
hold on.
being selective.
Yeah,
by
it's
default, see,
choosing.
you see how people
He's
grab
picking
shit from the
his-
Yeah.
Bible and they twist it up and they bend it. By default, that means you are less than. It doesn't matter
well,
if
in
you
a,
don't
in,
like
a,
the
in a
delivery.
household followed by the Bible, it says God comes first, and then the men, then wife and kids.
Absolutely. You can't.
And
You
if
can't.
you follow the Bible, you have a cross right here. I noticed that first thing when
Yeah.
you walked in. If you follow the Bible, you can't choose when you follow.
Yeah, you can't
I'm not
choose what
talking
to
about-
follow and what not to
I
follow.
absolutely do, and I agree. Like men lead the household, and women submit.
Okay, but if men lead the household in general too, men lead the world. Let's be honest.
But that doesn't mean that they're more valuable.
What-
Yes,
But
it
there's a
does.
hierarchy. If there's a hierarchy, the guy's the leader. He's running shit.
Bro, no
Well,
lie.
I think the problem here is the word value.
Mhm.
That this is the real problem. the
Yeah, but I'm
word
not gonna
value.
sugarcoat this to make them
Yeah.
feel better. It is what it is, ladies. Okay, you guys have your strengths, and that's true. Like I would never take my kids to a fucking daycare full of men. Fuck no.
That's
This-
like you having a son and telling your son that he's not more valuable than another kid.
But here's the thing, right? You're arguing with me as if I don't sit here and also hold my kids to the same standards. I just said I would raise my daughter to be valuable enough to date a guy that's gonna take care of her. I didn't say she's gonna go pay equal 50-50 with him. I'm raising my daughter to understand her value to get a good guy. I'm not choosing when and when not to, be valuable here. I'm saying all the way around, I think my son should be the leader. I think my daughter should follow her husband's lead. And guess what? Women typically don't respect just any man. Like, it has to be a valuable man. This is why I don't want my daughter being ran through in high school and be like, I accept you. Because what if a valuable guy actually sees value in her and then he finds out, well, she got ran through in high school? Well, your value decreases. Well, it's just my past. Well, it doesn't fucking matter. The past matters too. Okay.
And the same way you would teach your daughter to be a valuable woman is the same way you would teach your son to be a valuable man.
So
I don't think
sorry.
emphasizing that I think is important for you too. Because
Fuck women.
So
just kidding,
do you
I'm
think
kidding,
your
I'm
son
kidding.
is more valuable than your daughter?
Dom, clip that.
In what way? I'm sorry. Like in general, you're saying in
Yeah.
general? Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I just sit here and said that my son is my legacy. Did I not say that? My daughter will go ahead and carry another man's name.
Hmm.
My son will carry my legacy. That is my last name.
But
That is me.
Who do you love more?
I love my daughter more. Absolutely. I love my daughter more, but that's just the way it is.
Mhm.
Okay, I love my daughter.
That's
but,
how it should be.
but
to be honest.
that's how it's always been.
but I understand my son is gonna carry my legacy. I can't sit here and be like, but I love my son more because no, I love my daughter. That's just the way it is. The bond that me and my daughter have, I'm telling you, I would kill, bro. I'm dead ass honest. I would kill for my kids, bro. You know, I do think my son, even like right now, my son is younger than her. She's 8, he's 4. It's gonna come a time when they hit like teenagers, he's gonna overpower her 100%. The age is not gonna matter anymore. He could be 12 and she could be 16. My son is still gonna be able to overpower his sister. You can sit here and argue all you want. I'm telling you, my son's gonna be able to overpower his sister. It's just the way that it is. And everything that if I died today, everything would go to my son. It wouldn't go to my daughter. Think about that for a second.
What?
I love my daughter more, but everything will go to my son because that's just the way it is. That's just the way I think. Okay. What you putting stuff up? Shout out to the super chats real quick. Let me get
Go
to
ahead, go
the
ahead.
next one real quick. The next one is from David Jones. David's always a fishy question. He says, if your favorite celebrity asks to smash you, would you let the celebrity smash you? Okay, cool. Favorite celebrity, who is it?
I don't really follow that kind of thing. I don't have
Man,
one.
she's smashing Drake like this. She's smashing Drake like this.
Yeah.
It's not my type.
No?
No.
She's thinking about her favorite celebrity right now. She was literally looking up like this.
Who's your favorite celebrity? Even if we're not talking about smashing, who's your favorite celebrity?
She likes athletes.
Who's your favorite celebrity?
I don't have one.
No,
LeBron
a
James.
guy.
Like, I really-
LeBron.
There's got to be someone. We all
Stephen
have.
Curry. I feel like Stephen Curry.
Yeah, she looks like a Stephen
Michael
Curry.
B. Jordan.
Okay, so you letting him?
Look at
You,
that
Okay.
you gonna let
He's like
Michael
a
B.
boy.
Jordan smash?
To be honest, I wouldn't.
That's cat.
Not like
Yeah,
if he
she
wanted to
lying
fuck
on her
immediately.
fucking teeth, bro.
No, I'm not.
Bro, you're letting random worthless guys fuck you. Michael B.
What?
Jordan would smash. Michael B. Jordan would.
Are you not talking to like a college kid right now?
I I'm not doing what he said, letting random worthless kids.
This
fuck
kid
me.
is nothing compared to Michael B. Jordan. That's a fact. And I'm not saying as far as like spiritually and all that, but I'm saying in the market, in the world, he's not compared to Michael B. Jordan. Okay, you're gonna let Michael B. Jordan hit that. That's a fact.
No,
You said
don't
you're
court me.
You
yeah.
yeah. He
can
could
take
court
me
you for a
out.
week.
We can get to know each other.
He
Bro.
can court me.
Yeah, if he
And
said,
if
if he said I'm not
he-
gonna talk to you after a
if
week
he
unless you
pro-
fuck, you're fucking.
I don't
Bro.
know. Just the reason why I say I wouldn't, what's stopping me is my thought process behind, these celebrity men that have a bunch of options. And I think, like, if you're a celebrity, you're a man, you've definitely had a lot of sex. And I think, like, not a lot are looking to settle yet.
Wait, so are
Like-
you smashing or no?
She's
Are you
smashing.
smashing?
No, I'm not. And I'm saying
You
because
wanna
of that
know-
reason,
let me-
like,
let
I
me
don't
tell you why
wait,
you're wrong.
Like, I don't want to have sex with a guy that is just like gonna just want to have sex once, then go on to the next girl.
Okay,
and
let
that's
me-
what
let
I
me
feel
tell you
like.
what hurts.
You're lying because you were in a poly relationship.
Yeah, but we didn't have sex.
That's
You would
got-
have got there though. You would have got there.
Bro,
Yeah, but that's like a relationship.
Bro,
You're
and-
saying
hold
if
on.
Michael B. Jordan wanted
this
to
is
fuck
what I-
me,
this
he
is
doesn't want a relationship
listen,
with me. He just
thi-
wants to
this
fuck.
is what I mean about women and these little phases that they go through. You're a lesbian, you're gay, you did threesomes. They're all little fucking phases. It's not really what they want, but they come on here and say, this is what I want. When you came on here and said you were in a poly relationship, I told you that's not what you really wanted. I said you're doing it because this guy's wealthy, and you said yes. In reality, no woman here wants to share her man. That's a fact. None of you guys want to share your man. That's a fucking fact. If you do, raise your hand.
I want to share God.
You're shaking your
I
eyes.
want to share,
wanna share.
the name of the
Absolutely
Lord.
not.
Okay. All right, cool. Shout out to you. Is that Curtis? Curtis laughing? No. Okay. Man, she got a manly ass voice. Yo, her voice is manlier than mine.
Never gonna laugh on this podcast again,
Her laugh is manlier than mine. Okay.
I might need to see that
Bro.
ID again.
Real quick, who's your favorite celebrity?
I don't have one.
You don't have
I don't
one?
have one, but I have an answer.
Okay.
What? The Bad
So-
Bunny? You don't fuck with him?
What?
The Bad Bunny? You look like a Bad
Oh
Bunny
my god,
type
I
girl.
love Bad Bunny.
Yeah, you letting him smash
Yeah.
his
I
little
forgot.
gay ass.
No. The reason why I wouldn't is because I don't see that adding value to me. If anything, like if some guy knew, like if I was getting with some guy and then I was like, oh, I fucked Channing Tatum, that would just
I
be
think
me
it's
telling
ugly as
him that I
fuck.
got with someone that's like better than him. So why would that, like, how does that benefit me?
How solid is your relationship?
Damn, he's shooting
How
a
solid
shot.
is solid?
Hey.
How
How solid is solid?
It ain't solid enough. This shit answer it straight. It ain't solid enough.
She's pretty, bro. She's
Yo,
a,
Bezo, you still
Hold
got
on,
a chance, bro.
Today I
Hold
feel
on.
like water is solid.
she's the type that would cheat on you. You wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even know.
Facts.
But I
Facts.
wouldn't.
Facts.
She's
But
too
I
smart.
wouldn't cheat. The thing is, like, if I'm
Wait,
gonna
did you
cheat, I'm
say
just gonna
facts?
break up with
Wait,
that
hold on, did you
person.
say facts?
I get that vibe.
Hey, yo,
I
Curtis,
can tell
that's
off
you,
real.
bro.
She said facts.
All
Okay,
real.
cool. Here, ladies. Here's what I'll say respectfully. Drake just posted a picture where he had like 1,000 bras on his Instagram.
Yes, I showed you that.
Yes. Here's the thing, right? You say that that women don't want to be with a man that just wants to fuck. All those girls at his concert, at Drake concert, they would fuck him even if they knew he just wanted to fuck.
Yeah, but they're getting something out of it. Like one of the women got a Playboy contract.
Absolutely, and that's what I'm saying. It comes
They get free money.
his status. This guy has status. You fucking him is a win.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a
You
fact.
fucking him is a win, and I know you may not think like that, and that's fine. I'm glad you think like that, but most women aren't thinking like that. Does that make sense?
Mhm. Yeah,
So-
I get what you mean.
So you're wrong in that aspect. Real quick, let me get to another one real quick. Tapinso says, Bazil, do me a favor and ask them what you doing if a trans
Oh,
out there.
No, that, you already.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dina. Dina's a member now, so I'm gonna do this one. Ask them this: if they had a son, would they be okay with their son dating the women they are today? Ooh.
Yes.
Yes.
I would.
Yes.
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 Dina,
Yes.
Dina, you know what? Dina be yo, ever since shout out to Dina. Do that noise, bro. Okay. Yo, ever since Dina became an OnlyFans model,
Yeah, yo,
she's become a member. Her questions are amazing.
that
and-
money coming.
And she also like really helped us out today with some shit. I'll tell you after the show. Ever since she became an OnlyFans model, she's
Her value went up.
nah. I'm kidding. She doesn't do OnlyFans. I'm just
Oh,
making.
okay.
She's actually a close friend, so I'm just fucking around
She
with her.
posted
But
a little questionable
she
shit.
posted
man.
it. So we're actually making fun of her because she posted a little
It's a questionable shit.
and we're actually just
It's just a joke. We're
yeah, it's a
fucking around.
joke. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Ladies, thank you guys, man, for being actually, to be fair, a very, very fun panel. Very fun. Real quick.
And you thought we were gonna be boring.
Absolutely. Yeah, she's too hyped over there. I'm getting too much.
She said it was for charity.
It was for charity. That's funny. Okay, cool. Real quick. Any questions you guys want to ask the gentleman? Any questions? I know you have some. No? Let me ask you a question. Who's more valuable, men or women?
You know what she's gonna
Man.
say?
I'm sorry?
Man,
I didn't hear you speaking to the mic.
men are more valuable
Why?
because God said so.
Ooh.
That was great.
She copped out. She copped out, bro.
I brought God into it. I can't argue with that.
Yeah, that's the Bible says that.
What do girls say? Look at God. Look at God. Okay, cool. Shout out to you. All right, ladies. Let me get your thoughts on the show. Go ahead.
What do you mean? Like what I think about it?
Yes, thoughts on the show.
So it's my first time here, so it's much better than I thought. I didn't want to get caught slipping, say anything that would make me go viral in a negative way. So yeah, I'm happy I came here. Thank you. For
Wow,
having
thank you
me.
for coming. You're honestly, you know who she reminds me of?
Hold on. Damn it, Christy.
Smart, I was gonna say smart.
Mm.
All this, Christy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Hopefully you'll meet.
Christy.
Yeah. Doesn't she remind you of Christy?
Yes,
Yeah.
you guys would be good friends.
Really
I'll
good
give I'll
friends.
give you her Instagram.
Yeah,
so you guys
really
can
good
talk.
friend. She's actually one of our favorite people.
Yeah.
She's super amazing.
And she's into real estate and
Yeah.
the gym.
Yeah, and she's
So-
actually the only woman that's ever come on here and did a day show with us.
That's true. Also,
Yeah,
yeah.
no one has ever done that with us. That's how cool she is with us. Okay, what about you? Thoughts on the show?
I think this show is really good.
Really?
Yeah. I've shared my thoughts on the previous shows. I still have the same thoughts. It feels very welcoming here.
hmm So, what would you say to the women that say that I'm a horrible guy and I hate women?
I do think it's how you what was it? It's not
You-
it's how you say it, not what is it?
Yeah, shoot, it's
It's-
okay. Shout out to the gothic chick in the corner right there, man. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
How I
I
say
think
it.
that's what I would tell them.
Okay.
Is why they think that.
Okay.
Because you can say it a little better, but
Yeah, but would it have the same impact if I said it a little better?
Mm-mm.
That's the question right there. Right? If I say the sky is blue and if I say the sky is fucking blue, that's a big difference, right? It's the same thing, but it's a big difference. And the only thing I'm telling you women is things that most guys out here aren't telling you. But the reason why is because I don't want to have sex with you. I'm probably one of the guys out here, even though you're attractive and you're young and beautiful, that I don't want to have sex with you. So I'm not looking for sex from you guys. So I'm gonna tell you the truth. The guys you're talking to out here, they're all looking for sex from you. That's what they want.
Curtis, you would tell her the
want
truth, though.
right? What would I tell her the
No,
truth?
Curtis, you would tell her the truth.
Okay,
I
what
like
about
it,
you?
his dad.
Thoughts on the show. Go
Can I
ahead.
come back?
You want to come back? Okay, cool.
No.
Thoughts on the show. Go ahead.
I enjoyed the show today. I feel like this show was one of the best shows that I've been to because it was so interactive
Next to
and
the mic, please.
like we had really good banter. So yeah. And I also learned like I think every time I come to the show I learn a lot more of like where I don't want to see my life at, and so yeah, thank you for that.
I say this all the time to him that if we were sitting here empowering women to be sluts and go out there and just do what you want, our ratings would be
Bro,
crazy.
we would be at 100K already.
Right? But we
Mhm,
tell women to sit here and
You know, I saw there was a video going viral today that they sent on the guest chat of a woman that literally went viral because she was saying, "If you're going on a girls trip, you better be a hoe."
yeah. That's the stuff that goes viral. But if you sit here and you tell women, listen, you are probably the most precious thing in this world. Why would you sit here and give your value away to guys that don't deserve it? Why would you sit here and lower your value because you want to get validation for 5 minutes from a guy after sex? Why would you do that? Why not set yourself up for the future? Why not get a guy that's really going to care about you?
You know what I think? Sorry to cut you off real quick, but you know what I think? What would be really interesting, especially for OnlyFans model? I think it would be good for them to see like how a guy reacts to their video.
Mhm.
I think that would be really interesting to see.
What do you mean by that?
Like, I think it would change their perspective on like, damn, like this is disgusting. Like
Okay, I
a
see what you're
guy
saying.
just, you know.
Well, here's the thing that I'll say about OnlyFans girls is these guys that are buying the content, they're looking for that instant gratification too.
Mhm.
But it's kind of like when you masturbate and afterwards you have that you come to your senses, right? You have what is it
Post-nut
called?
clarity.
Literally.
Post nut clarity. You feel disgusted, right? But then you go back because it's a high. It's a high and you want to keep it. But the thing is that you'll never get the same high twice. So again, I just try to give you guys the same advice I would give my daughter and my sisters. And I get it. Not everybody's gonna take it well. What about you? Thoughts on the show? I know you enjoyed yourself today, right?
Yeah. It's pretty cool. I like a good debate. Kind of hungry, but I do like every time I come on. I love debating. So
What does your hunger have to do with anything?
I think she's just hungry.
yeah.
I think it's just feelings. Like she's not the only one that's hungry. I'm
Wait, but
hungry
feeling
too.
that too. Yeah, I'm so
I'm hungry too. But see, it goes back to the feelings, right? I feel hungry. I feel. And listen, I'm not trying to judge you for being hungry. We're
Damn,
all
is it bad? She's
we're
hungry?
all- no,
God
no, no, no,
damn.
no, no, no,
Because
no,
it
no.
was just so random and
No,
not on the
what,
topic.
what I'm saying is that
It was kind
I'm
of
hungry.
dismissive to
Listen,
me.
I'm hungry too. What I'm saying is that because I'm hungry, I'm not gonna sit here and let the hunger drive my thought process and tell you guys. I'm still gonna be respectful to everybody here. I'm still gonna make sure that I hear you out all the way. I'm not gonna rush you because I'm hungry. I'm just letting you. And I'm not saying that's what you're doing to me. I'm just saying in general, like my honest advice to you before you leave here is, even if you don't ever come back, you got some crazy shit to work on, bro. You have some great and the validation you're getting from these OnlyFans guys. These guys don't give a fuck about you. You're
I don't care either. It's more of a business. It's not like you.
It's
act
not a
like it's so
business.
So
It's
you're
not a
using
business.
you're using your body as not on the same sense because yours is more like a wellness program, but you're
Yeah, but
using
she's
your
using
body.
that too.
Yeah,
obvious.
Gotcha.
That's what
She's using that too.
OnlyFans is.
Don't get it wrong. She's using her body too. I've seen her IG.
Oh, I
She's using,
haven't.
but it's not in the same way. But it is, ladies, listen. In today's society, more guys are accepting of the things you do. 60 years ago, what you do would be frowned upon. Absolutely.
Damn.
Whether you like to believe it or not.
How are you 25?
Going
and
to
you're
the
like,
gym?
You have that mindset.
No, the pictures that I haven't seen your Instagram, so I'm not one to say. But
Yo, pull up her Instagram real quick, bro. Pull
Oh
her,
my
pull up her IG
God.
real quick. Here's what I'm saying is that there's still good men out there that are looking for conservative women We don't want our women's ass cheeks hanging out. We want to make sure that no man can say, I've seen your girl's butt cheeks. There's some girls out here that be posting some shit on Instagram. I don't even know how they allow that shit on Instagram. It is really crazy. You got it up, bro?
Yep.
Go ahead and pull it up. Okay, so pick the middle one real quick. Let's see that one real quick.
Slay. Yes.
Okay, she's definitely gonna get some dick pics after this show. All right, cool.
Damn.
Wait, what's the goddamn for?
Because you said dick pics.
Okay. All right, cool. Let's go to another one. Let's go to the ones that aren't so dressed up, bro. If there's any more, go to the one on the right. That's too short for me. A respectable guy is gonna say that's too short for me. I don't want other
And the
guys.
bending over too. The
I
bending
did
over is
have like a white T-shirt that I was wearing over like in
Yeah.
public.
So you're
but
just
then
advertising
for
yourself.
Yeah.
I get it.
for
Advertising.
the picture, yeah, I did.
Yeah,
take it
advertising.
No,
off,
here's
but-
here's what I say. Don't get me wrong. It looks good.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is,
Oh wait, there's a poll. Oh god.
Oh yeah.
oh, she's got to be stripping on the side. Hell yeah. No. So you did it for fun. Okay. Nah, you ain't that good. Just doing it for fun. It's okay. Go to the one on the left real quick. Okay. Yeah. See, and this is what I mean. It's too showy. It's too showy. I would definitely, if I was single, I would hit you up. Like I would DM you for sure. But
Damn, now I'm gonna go
What-
archive.
the crazy thing is that, okay, I'm gonna be totally honest with you.
Mhm.
While a guy may look at you and say, damn, she's gorgeous, the fact that you have pictures like that could sow a seed in a guy's mind that says, I don't like this, and if she's willing to do this, I don't know what else she's willing to do. And you don't want a guy to come into a relationship already having seeds of doubt, because trust me, I've been there before. And as a guy, you start to torture yourself because you'll say, yo, I really like this girl. I would love to invest into her, but I don't know if I can fully trust her. When a guy,
Because of a couple bikini pics.
you
Yeah.
would
Really?
you would think
Yeah.
it's
The thing is-
small.
I don't even think I would be that nice. What he's like, oh, she's gorgeous. I'm not thinking that. Oh, like I'll fuck her. That's what.
I mean, look at
that's
this
what I'm
picture,
thinking.
bro. I'm thinking fuck.
Yeah, I'm not thinking. Oh,
Okay,
she's
so
gorgeous.
I was like paid for that. That was like a brand that reached
Yeah.
out to me, sent me some stuff, and like paid me to.
Yeah, and listen, I'm not trying to bash you. What I'm saying is,
I'm just telling you how guys will
the
perceive
average
it.
guy is
Yeah.
looking at that and saying,
Thank you.
because men are very simple
Thank
creatures.
you. Letting me know.
Yeah, no,
like,
I'm being
'cause
serious.
I didn't see it that
Men
way.
are being men are very simple creatures. We see something or like boom,
Yeah.
right? We don't sit here and analyze everything, and it's kind of gonna hurt you. Like I don't even personally, I don't know you, and like I told you, I'm not trying to have sex with you, but I think that those pictures are helping you get the clientele that that you want. So again, you're becoming a victim of your own
Oh,
success.
Yeah.
Because while you're succeeding in your business, when it comes to the dating market, you are hurting yourself, whether you like to believe it or not.
Because you
Okay.
want a
Damn,
high value
Curtis.
man, a high value man.
Curtis is searching right now, bro.
Yeah, Curtis forgot to take
Yeah.
some shit back.
Yeah, my bad,
No,
my
he's
bad,
he's actually enjoying
Look, guys,
himself.
like,
Like,
okay.
As he should.
okay.
Yo, he's still scrolling.
Yeah, that shit turned out.
Yo, he,
Hey, yo, this
Yo,
chocolate cake is crazy back
yeah,
here, yo.
okay. He took it off the screen and
Oh
went.
God, still started scrolling. He was like, "So I'm not done. Y'all can be done.
Yeah, y'all done. Yeah, y'all cooked up.
Okay, cool. Real quick, so thoughts on the show before we get out of here.
No, I really enjoy it. I like to debate. I mean, like, my opinion won't change. It hasn't changed, but it's interesting to see so many different point of views.
Okay, I respect that. Thank you so much. Ladies, thank you so much for your time today. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being on time. That actually speaks volumes to me. I want to thank the chat for super chatting today, donating, help us. We're actually going to get some upgrades for the ladies, man. We want to upgrade these chairs.
Yeah, this
Want to upgrade a whole bunch of stuff in the studio, man. New cameras as well. I just want to thank you guys, man, from the bottom of my heart. All the DMs that we get and all the support and encouragement we get from you guys. I get a lot of hate, especially after that.
Bro, I'm starting to get hate.
Yeah, she gets hate now. So we appreciate everything you guys do, man. We'll see you guys tomorrow night for the nighttime show. Have a good night. Peace. I would have touched you with a fucking stick.
Might as well eat the rest of